Welcome in to the show, ladies and gentlemen, for Wolfpack Wednesdays, episode 147. I am your host, the Jedi Knights Watch, with my co-host, my cohort, DLO The Collector, in the flesh. He is feeling all sorts of giddy tonight. We got the NBA Finals starting. We got the Knicks. We got the Spurs. I'm sure he's got it out on the side of his screen there, checking in as we
never.
And I don't blame you. I've had Monday Night Football on in the corner when not Monday night, but like we've done a stream and I've had, I don't know, maybe it was NBA, something like that, but I've had stuff on in the corner too, and I don't judge. So
didn't the Bucks make it like 2 seasons ago or something like that, and you guys won? And
it was probably the Bucks in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's when it happened. Yeah,
ends in heartbreak, but it is what it is. Brooke and I were on a work meeting yesterday, and we had to drive an hour and a half to get there. So on the way back, we were talking about like Packers and football and getting excited for that.
Boo.
But we were like recounting like all of the heartbreak that you have like each and every year. But like when you think about it, it's like we're all in the same boat. Like only one team out of 32 gets to that championship, and everybody else, it's heartbreak. So we all have different stories, but a lot of them are failure. So
yeah.
It is what it is. But no, I'm happy for you and your Knicks finally getting there. Kind of
27 years. 27 years, man. It's crazy.
So, yeah, whoever wins, I'm good. And that doesn't happen a lot for me. So
I'm not. I'm not. Might see a grown man cry on live TV.
Well, luckily it's only game one tonight. And we're probably going to end. So if you guys are into basketball, you'll be able to catch the end of that game. So don't worry about that. So stick with us. Check out the game afterwards. This is kind of a new time that we're trialing. So again, I'm sure more people will trickle in. But yeah, we're going to try 9 o'clock Eastern. Just kind of works with some of our schedules a little bit better. Maybe it works a little bit better for you too. So hopefully that is the case. Hopefully my family stays quiet and we can have a good stream together. I'm really excited to be here with all of you guys tonight. So hit that like button, say hi in the comments below. We'd love to know you're here with us tonight. And there's not a lot of news, but don't let that fool you. Like, we're gonna have a really good show tonight. We're gonna talk about some stuff. We're gonna obviously talk about that Ahsoka figure, but we kind of want to we're halfway done with 2026, if you can believe that. And we kind of want to look back and see, what were the best announcements? What were the best releases so far in 2026? What do we think at this point has a good chance to maybe be figure of the year? And we're going to talk about that a little bit back and forth. There's some other stuff we're going to chop it up with. But yeah, we want your input too. We got a poll running right now, so make sure you vote on that. Before we do, say hi to everybody in the chat. DLO, my friend, collecting the week. What do you got for me? I mean, seems like we're always collecting.
Always, man. It never stops around here. Really kind of sad saying that out loud, but I could probably use a break. At least my wallet can. But as far as what came in the collection for me, something that a lot of folks are waiting for, and I got Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca in finally. So
there's a reason I don't show his face.
He's an interesting one. I'm happy to have him in the collection. Just still kind of getting used to that new look that they have for him there. But I mean, overall, hey, I wanted the representation in my collection, and I'm happy to have him in them. And it's long overdue. So happy I'm not on the list of people who are still waiting for theirs now. So just hang in there, guys. He's coming soon. I'm hearing some interesting stuff. I looked up. I don't know what page on Facebook popped up for me, but I guess people are getting early notifications about the Fantastic Four, The Thing. He's actually releasing early, believe it or not. So, yeah, kind of interesting how some things are still like 4, maybe 5 months since official release in Hong Kong, and now some things that were out like maybe a month ago already people get notifications of shipping. It's weird. It's so weird.
Was it you or Steve that said like it almost seems to be rooted stuff?
I mean, that's a good idea of what it could be. It's very possible. I mean, artisans and all that stuff, they take time, and you have to package them a certain. I mean, who knows, man?
Harley Quinn, she's not even releasing.
Dude, it's so weird. I saw again another thing. I live my life vicariously through other people now on Facebook because I can't. I'm just so busy all the time. But like the original Harley Quinn from the second movie was announced first and is way beyond due. And now it's caught up to the second announcement of Artisan and Harley, and they like are racing to see which one is actually going to be released first. So
yeah,
weird times, man. Weird times.
Well, and for the most part, the figures that we've been waiting on for a long time would be Chewie, rooted, Beetlejuice, rooted.
Yeah.
We had the that Artisan Iron Spider, rooted, and then Moon Knight is another one that we're still waiting on. So it's just kind of interesting. Maybe no rhyme or reason to it, but I don't know. It's odd. So yeah, I don't know. We just continue to wait, unfortunately. But I have Chewbacca news too, and I'm super stoked for it. I don't know if anybody out there has heard of Solo Bones Customizer, does custom Chewbacca head sculpts, has a New Hope, and is doing prototypes for Empire Strikes Back. I was able to snag one, so that should be here hopefully this weekend. USPS, please don't let me down. And then he's going to be doing a run of Empire Strikes Back. He's got the prototype now. He's working on finalizing that, so I might even swap that head sculpt too. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm really excited for this one. So I'll do a video on that, comparing the two. Outside of that, got my prank villain back today.
Nice.
66 Joker. I'm excited for that. And then that Batmobile should be here maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm hoping. So yeah, kind of gearing up for that. It's almost like, I don't want to compare this to a new child, but it's almost like, you know how you're waiting for your child to be born and you're kind of getting it ready, and you have a place for it to go. And that's what I'm doing. I'm like nesting for it. I got Batman, Robin, I got 66 Joker. I got the spot open for the Batmobile, and I'm just waiting. So that's really exciting too. But yeah. Other than that,
you just picture you at like 3 a.m. waking up, just going downstairs, tinkering with Batman 66. Like, no, he's needs to be a little bit more to the left. I need more room for my 68 to come out.
Rocking them back.
I'm excited for you. I'm very curious to get your opinion on it there, because not many people these days actually are like fans or grew up watching the TV show or the movies back then. They're kind of catching up afterwards, but you were kind of young enough to so I'm going to be curious to see like, what are your nitpicks? What are your thoughts on that vehicle when you eventually post? I'm sure that review you'll do on it at some point.
Yeah, and honestly, I've never watched the series. I've only seen the movie a lot. So
really,
just 66 movie. I should watch the series. Was it like 2 or 3 seasons?
It's not that long.
No.
And honestly, I just remember so well because like my babysitter just put it on the TV while she was watching me, and she was doing something else. So I was just like, nothing else to watch besides that.
I mean, campy, but fun, nostalgic, and it's where Batman began on the TV screen. So for the most part, I mean, not counting whatever there was in like the 50s or whatnot. So
no, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Odd stuff, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So yeah, man, it's a lot happening. Like I'm going to be doing my vlog videos soon, but later in the month, I want to do an actual full-on tour because I had a lot of new stuff since when I tore everything down. I was watching a video of my Is It Over video. And I was talking about like, I'm not buying backward, but now since I've moved in, it's kind of like the floodgates are back to being open, and I'm really a new place. I really want to get a new look to it. So I'm getting really excited to show you guys, all of this stuff coming up soon. But I kind of feel like Steve a little bit, where I'm like, it's not ready yet. Like I need that Batmobile.
Oh gosh, not you too.
Or
not
I need
you too.
this Chewbacca head sculpt. So no, but I will. It'll be the end of June for sure. So yeah, we'll get that done, but just polishing it off for now. So.
Well, the sneak peeks that you've like allowed us to see so far have been very exciting. So like I'm looking forward for the full room tour, get an idea of what the new Jedi setup is going to look like in its full. So it's going to be dope. I can't wait. I'm excited for you. I'm genuinely happy for you because it's one of those things where it's just like moving sucks. Moving your collection obviously sucks. But man, you get these fresh ideas. You get all these new like appreciation for some of these figures that you've probably put in the back of your case for a while. Like, oh man, I forgot how good this one is here.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what kind of pose I'm gonna put. So it's always fun. It's always fun to kind of like start fresh in a way. So,
and to be fair, I look up to you a little bit too. So I've stolen some of your ideas, and you know,
at least you have good role models.
You got good taste.
Not everybody can say that. Not everybody can say that. Just saying. You're welcome.
I appreciate you, my friend, and I'm looking forward to streaming with you tonight. We got 36 in the house so far. I'm sure we will get more as the night goes on. Let's see who is with us right now and say hi. We got Valkyrie Magnus. Good morning. Good morning, evening, Graham and friends. Well, good morning, evening to you too, my friend. Got my father, Django, says, good evening, Wolfpack. Actually scored, that's the other thing I was collecting. I scored a Tusken Raider from my friend Django this week. So I have two Tusken Raiders. Got one with a New Hope setup, but then one with the Land Speeder setup. So appreciate him for reaching out to me and hooking me up. We got Figures and Fandom celebrating 33 months of being a channel member. Are you more hyped for Supergirl or Brand New Day? Brand New Day.
Same.
I don't plan on watching.
Not a hater of Supergirl, but like, yeah, like
I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. Probably will do the same thing with Brand New Day, but a little bit more invested, I guess, into that.
I'm just curious to see what's different about a new director. You got the Punisher in it, you got Hulk in it. I mean, plus there might be some surprises you haven't seen the trailer yet. I mean, I feel like there's more to look forward to, at least for me.
Right. And it's going to lead in, it's going to lead into, Secret Wars and all that. So, yeah, there'll be, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not bought into the DC yet. I don't want to get into that, but I got to see more.
I hope it does well, though. Either way, I hope it does well.
As a DC fan, I need to see it do well, but
right now, my focus is on Masters of the Universe. I want to see that He-Man movie.
Same.
I'm hearing bad things, like it's not tracking well, but the reviews are fantastic. I want my trilogy. I want my trilogy.
Yeah.
Movie, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it Saturday. I'm trying to find somebody to go with me, but I might just go by myself otherwise.
That sounds sad.
I don't know. I watched what's his name's review about it today. Jeremy. Is it Jeremy?
I think so. I think
with the red screen.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah. And he said it was a comedy. Like it's not a Masters of the Universe with comedy. It's a Masters of the Universe comedy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you don't go into watching Masters of the Universe thinking you're gonna get Tolkien, right? This isn't Lord of the Rings, so it's not gonna be like that. It's campy 80s fun based off a toys movie.
I heard the score was great.
Yeah, I've heard great things, man. Yeah. I mean, the more I hear, the more I'm excited. Plus,
I'm scared.
Like, you know what's crazy? I mean, I've tried to stay away from reviews, but I'll get a little snippets here. A lot of people say Jared Leto's Skeletor is a standout of the movie.
I heard that, yeah.
Crazy to believe. Hard to believe that, but hey.
No, the reason I'm scared is because I might walk out wanting those figures, so.
I'm going to get those. And gosh, speaking of figures, how wrong was I on those prices last year? I was so optimistic. It was $285. I saw the prices. Like, I did say I'm going to buy them. I just maybe I have to save a little bit more for these. Damn. Expensive, dude.
Yeah, especially the one we want. Skeletor. Sure. I mean, most people want both, but like if we could only have one, I think a lot of us would pick Skeletor.
That's what I was like. It's going to cost you about $40 more to get him.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for being a continued channel member. Thank you, all of you guys, like Valkyrie, Django, Brad, Dranger, Neil, everybody else that I can't see in the screen right now. But thank you guys all for your continued support. We do have Brad says good evening and too sweet. We got Dranger 22. What's up, Wolfpack? I'm expecting no swimming today, Graham. Well, the last stream, I don't think there was any. So maybe I figured it out. So we'll see. We'll see.
Just move your whole house.
All right.
Problem solved.
Look for Hot Toys to release the Gamorrean Guard tonight. Yeah, so now I have 2 in my collection. Just we got a video up for channel members that'll go live tomorrow afternoon on those. But yeah, I even said in the video, you're welcome. So you're welcome for either a Sideshow re-release or Hot Toys finally doing it because the Jedi bought them. So I'm back, baby. I'm back. We got Neilrific. Good evening, Wolfpack and friends. Let's go. Too sweet. We got Red Priest 76. What's going on, my friend? Stacy, good evening to you and welcome in. Channel member Curtis Booth. Hey, Jedi and friends. Just packed my Ahsoka up because she's going for $3,000 here in Canada. That's like 10 figures if I sell one. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, but I don't blame you. Sell that for $3,000 and then get the better figure, which is from the Ahsoka series. Do you concur, Deal?
And have all that money left over.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. Channel member Batman Collectibles, my DC enabler, along with DLO. Evening, Wolfpack. Also DLO, Go Spurs.
Looks like I'm going to have to use my moderator power.
Here. Clinton Martin, good evening to you and happy Wednesday. Welcome into the show. We got Tighter FL. Yo, Empire Strikes Back. Backdrop goat. Yeah, you know what? I know Deal got Chewy. I got some Chewy parts coming in. So I felt like that. You know, I also ordered the DLT 19 blaster for him. It comes with like the Sand Trooper or I think the Snow Troopers. It's the bigger turret type gun, right? I just think he'd be cool like holding on to that big old gun. So I'm gonna change up his pose a little bit too and see how that looks. We got Universal Key. Good evening to you. We got Hode Corton. Good evening, Wolfpack. I like the earlier start time. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If people catch on, we might keep it. So we got Doc Bat. What's up, everyone? We have Starfall 23. Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? And if you've watched Maul Shadow Lord, do you think that the pink Twi'lek Devin will become Darth Talon? I'm going to let Dino handle this one. I am 2 or 3 episodes into the Darth Maul show.
Really? Wow, man.
And I kind of just fell off. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of losing it with all of the shows and everything. But and I didn't play, or I don't know. I'm not familiar with Darth Revan very much, so I gotta sit this one out, unfortunately, and let D'Lo kind of handle this one.
Yeah, I mean it's a 2-part question, but I'll allow it. I mean, as far as your first part of the question, I mean Keanu Reeves has been like fan cast for 15 years now, give or take, as Revan. So I mean, yeah, of course, I think he's a fantastic choice here. I mean, will he be able to perform the character if they ever decide to bring a live action? Probably not. He's getting up there in age now, man. So a little tougher. I mean, those John Wick movies, it looks like they hurt a little bit more.
They're taking a lot out of them.
So like, if he can do it, bless his heart for giving it a go. But we'll see. We'll see if they ever get around to actually making him live action. The second part, I think that it's probably a foregone conclusion. Yes, they're probably turning her into Darth Talon at some point in the series. I mean, starting going to season 2. I'm pretty sure it'll probably get a 3rd season depending on how the story goes. But the story so far has been fantastic, and how they've kind of like taken pieces of the graphic novels and kind of implemented that somewhat into their own version of that story. I can 100% see that being the direction they're taking the character in. So yeah, I think it's going to happen.
All right. Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Thank you for having my back on that one, D'Lo, because I wouldn't know where to start.
It's all right. One of us has this. Watch this stuff.
The movie canon. Happy Wednesday, Gio. Welcome into the show, my friend. We got Sergeant Bolts. Hello. Let's see. We have Clinton says, I was tripping when I saw the notification for the show. Glad to know you are doing a different time. I thought I had some missing time there. Yeah. I think this will be a good thing. So we'll see how it goes this summer.
I'm wondering like if everybody saw the message and like, I got 5 or 6 minutes left before the show starts. I'm early. We're half an hour in.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
Let's go Spurs.
That's
Batman going even further, using his celebration of 13 months being a channel member to say "Go Spurs, go."
Oh yeah, that's dirty. That is definitely dirty work there. I have to put him on a timeout. We're just gonna find his name. Go ahead, keep talking.
We got Silver Lion Blades, channel member. What's up, everyone? Welcome
Actually,
into the show. Hope you're doing well. We got Chris Santos. What's up, Grim and DLO? How are you both doing today? I'm doing good. It was my kid's last day of school, so they had a half day. So we went out to eat, went to the Candy Man, got some dessert. I pulled some weeds at the new house, so that's a work in progress. And took my dog into the vet, and she checked out A-OK. So turns out, DLO, she lost 2 pounds from when she went in 2 years ago. So I felt like an idiot. But she looks skinny. He's like, she's on the skinny side, but she's really active and she's really a fit dog. So we're doing a different food, little endurance food, and boo bam, we're good to go. So that's what I did. DLO, what did you do today? Or how was your day? He worked. That was it.
I worked. That's it. That's it, man. Today's my Monday now. I know, like I was telling you guys before, like, oh, today's my Fridays, and not anymore. Schedule change sucks again. It sucks to do Wolfpack on Wednesdays because it's my Monday. It's a long day for me.
I kind of feel you though. It feels like a Sunday night for me because typically I pick up my girls from school on Fridays.
Yeah.
And then we do something fun. Well, today I picked them up and we did something fun. So it feels like it should be a Friday, but then I know I have to work tomorrow. So it feels like a Sunday night. I'm a little gloomy, but yeah, Wolfpack definitely helps. So
it does. It does.
Oh man, Neil's still waiting for his Chewy. That is a shame, dude. We're going on 6 months that people have not gotten their Chewbacca's or Beetlejuice.
My fear is that, and again, that's just my fear. I could be totally wrong, but people get it after finally all this time and they hate it.
Dude,
that's my fear. That's my fear.
When I compared it to A New Hope, I was like, it's really good. It's the best we got. And it still is the best we have. But the more time I have with it, the more it doesn't look like.
It's not perfect, is what he's trying to say. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. So temper expectations. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just temper. And some of you, I'm sure, are going to love it and think, it's great. The other thing, too, DLO and I both know this, very top heavy with C-3PO. So you have to have him kind of like crouching forward to get him to balance. So just FYI on that. I also had a kind of a hard time getting that net to open up and get everything in there. Was it easy for you?
Hell no. It's exactly how you described it over here.
I might not even have him in this thing.
Dude, I displayed mine. I foregoed the whole C-3PO backpack, which is the whole reason why I bought it in the first place. But you know what I did? I decided to get clever because I didn't want to just put it back in the box. I got a dummy battery for it and I wired it up and I just have it laying down next to Lando and Leia and stuff like that works.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's just dressery now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Shamrock Ball's in the house. Just ordered Mars Toys Harvey Dent. I know Batman Collectibles picked that up. I actually saw a picture today where he looked really good. Shared it with DLO and he kind of let me down. He didn't think it was very, very awesome.
Not to like everything. Calm down.
I think it's a good looking figure. I don't think it's a must add. But if you do get it, more props to you. For me, it's more so just the space. I just don't have the space to have his character in there. But I'm glad Mars Toys is doing all this 89 stuff. I'm waiting for Bob the Goon coming. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I am too glad that Mars Toys are doing these things. I don't hate anything the way Graham made that sound there. I just not a fan of that particular figure. But better luck next time. Bob hopefully will be better. But yeah.
I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
Have you considered buying that Harvey Dent and possibly just doing a Lando head swap and just?
I think the head sculpt looks fine.
To each their own, I guess. I just have higher standards of ability.
Honestly, I think this Lando head sculpt is already pretty dated.
Yeah, it is actually.
The figure is like 4 or 5 years old though.
Well, everything without rolling eyes feels old now. That's the thing. They all do.
Which is most of your Star Wars.
Which is almost all my Star Wars. Yeah.
Make sure I don't miss anybody here.
Who's next?
We got Moose Dream. I received a Hot Toys Arcane 6 on the way soon.
Daredevil
thing, Remnant, Snow Trooper are coming soon. Very nice.
Thank you for the update, sir.
Hey, my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. If you would like to throw me a figure, that would be awesome too, Moose. I mean, you're getting yourself 1, 2, 3 here. Well, I'm just saying.
Probably have doubles you don't need.
I'm
I'm
just
sure
saying.
you ordered. I mean, just think about it. Think about it, Moose. No pressure.
Yeah. We got the one Adam 12. Hope all's well. Is it me or is Hot Toys really backed up in terms of figure releases? Seems like hardly anything's been released. There's good and bad in that, I guess. I would agree with you. We're going to look at that a little bit deeper tonight too, but it does feel like not a lot has been released lately. But in the other hand, a lot of these like newer Star Wars figures have been basically immediate releases, DLO, so it almost feels a little bit different.
For sure. Also, I am curious. Like, we have this poll up here. I mean, we got what, 40 some odd people here. Keep voting, guys. I'm really curious to see these results here because, spoiler, we're going to ask you about this once this poll is done here.
Yeah.
We got some questions about this here, and you guys are going to help us tonight.
We got Philly in the house. Evening, fine gentlemen. Good evening to you, fine sir. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. We also have Elvis says hello. Welcome in. We got Adam Doom. Evening, fellas. Knicks or Spurs? Well, I'm going for the Spurs, but I wouldn't be upset if the Knicks won. And D'Lo, I think, said he's going for the Spurs, but I'm not sure.
How did you figure that out?
He is going for the Knicks, and he will be crushed if they do not win. So, Dranger says, "Hey, Graham, I just got 2 Tusken Raiders. Hey, welcome to the club, 2 Tusken Raider Club. Cool. I mean, they're cheap right now, so if anybody wants a Tusken Raider, they aren't hard to find or get.
Yeah, I gotta get me a second one.
Army build. Let's see here. We got Federation Jedi. Good evening. Happy Wolfpack Wednesday. Tijuana Mike, welcome into the show, my friend. Oh, we got Fig Poser. What up? Adam says he plans on seeing the movie on Friday. Philly's going to see it as well. We got Eddie Rodriguez. What's up, fellas? Hope all is well with that, everyone. Welcome in. Love the display photo there that you have. And we got 1/6 Star Wars. Pimpazoid, what's up? Got my 2 TIE Fighter pilots shipping from Sideshow finally, but where the heck is my Chewie? Where's that damn Chewie? Congrats on the TIE Fighters.
Wow, that came out, what, a month ago? When did you get yours?
Mine?
Yeah, your TIE pilot. How long has it been now?
Probably, I reviewed that at the old house. It's probably been 2 months.
Okay, so that sounds about right on track.
Not the most exciting figure, but when you have it in the display with the other figures, it is pretty cool. Like, it's cool to see a TIE Fighter pilot in there, and really does add to that A New Hope aura, if you will. Philly says, yeah, no Chewie here either. Art's Batman all over again. Oh boy,
I remember that.
Started something here. No Chewie. We got a $4.99 super chat from Valkyrie. Magnus says, for your upcoming birthday, Graham. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to be 41, catching up to D'Lo again. I'm going to be 41 this year, and no midlife crisis for me, unless this is my midlife crisis. It could be. It could very well be.
You got a second Gamorrean card the other day. Just remember that.
See him right there.
There you go.
Right there. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
You are a saint. That's all I'll say about that. We got Jazzy. Can't wait for the Star Wars talk. We're going to open with that, but then it's going to be kind of all over the board. So stay with us. All right. I think we are caught up. Damn, I was going to tell you something and I forgot. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to process. I'm trying to go backwards in my mind as well as the chat and see what triggered. Oh, that's it. So I was walking by downtown in my city, and there's an old theater. It's where I saw Batman when I was 4. It's really, really old. They they renovated it, brought it back. They do comedy, bands, as well as movies, but they'll just play like old stuff. In July, they're playing all 3 Back to the Futures, and I'm pretty excited for that because I didn't get to see them in the theater. So I think I might try to go see one, if not all of them. They're one per week. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I saw the movie theater talk, and somebody said go back in time, Back to the Future. So yeah, I was like, oh man, Back to the Future in the theater. Oh,
I've done it before in the theaters. It is totally different. Like, it's one of my favorite movies, my favorite trilogies of all time. Watch it in the theater when you've only watched it like at home on VHS or DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and then going to like see it on a big screen with the surround sound. There's nothing like it, man.
Yeah,
there's really nothing like it.
The problem is like none of my family's like interested or excited. Like, can't get them to see Mando with me. Can't get them to see Masters of the Universe with me. Can't get them to see Back to the Future with me. It's tough being a girl dad sometimes.
It's tough being a nerd, dude. Get over it.
That too.
Our whole lives over here, like, oh, nobody wants to see the old sci-fi movie with me.
But they're like, no, we'll go see The Sheep Detective though. I'm like,
hey, don't knock that. I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's really good.
We got KG Collector in the house. Happy Wednesday, guys. Question for you both. Now that Mandalorian Grogu has been out for some... Now that it's been out for some time, has it changed your guys' perspective of the line, what you would get? Well, that's the thing. I haven't even seen it yet.
Spoilers.
At this point, it's not looking good. Yeah, I might wait for streaming at this point. So no, it has not. How about you, DLO?
I'm indifferent. I don't care either way. I don't care either way.
It's not going to make you like want all those figures and
no. It's one of those things where like I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It just, it exists. It was a good time for what it was, but like, I mean, it's
not going to help the franchise. It doesn't seem.
No, like for me, like, is it going to like force me to like want to get another Mando? Probably not. Like any of the other stuff. It's great that they do it. I love that everybody got themselves a snowtrooper.
Yeah,
like
cool.
That's huge. I mean, that's what for me, like outside of like the show itself, the content itself, I've always said I feel like Mando is probably one of the best lines for Star Wars collectors because all those things that you miss out on, it pops up on the show and you get another crack at it, and then you don't have to pay crazy aftermarket prices for that kind of stuff. So I'm always appreciative of the line where the quality of the movies or show is as far as that part is concerned. It is what it is.
Yeah. He says he's just glad Star Wars is back in theaters.
As am I. I will echo that.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to see it too. I was kind of waiting for Brick, and he's so busy that it's just not working out. But I have off next week, but I also have my kids. So again, I don't know when I'm going to go see it. We have Bodog 1227. What's up, collectors? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome in. Mando is OT. Hey, I do love Mando, and I do still have my Mando figure. So, and I got a couple pieces coming in for that too, some side pieces. So you guys will see that for the tour. Movie was fun. Just go to the theater. Yeah, I'd like to. I really would. But if I'm being honest, like if I could only see one, I'd rather see Masters of the Universe at this point, because I kind of know what I'm going to expect from Mando. It's kind of like a TV episode. So
yeah, pretty much an extended TV episode.
Right. Cool. And we have Collection Obsession channel member and Too Sweet to You. Okay, D'Lo. Let's go to this. We'll start with this. It's been a hot topic for ever since it was announced, and we got Striker 47. Welcome in. It's been officially like canceled now. For a while, Sideshow and retailers were pulling it, but people still had pre-orders. But now they're like canceling your pre-orders too, and they're saying like, no, this isn't happening. So I'd be curious to know how many of these actually got into collectors' hands. And I did see on eBay, I mean, they're their asking price is like what, 1,500 to $2,000, something like that in the US. So I don't know if people are paying that. I'm sure.
Yes, paying that yet.
Well, I know now that it's super rare, I'm sure people are just going to want it, and covet it for that reason. So what are your thoughts? I mean, we don't have to get too political here, but like, what are your thoughts on this thing actually being like discontinued and like pre-orders pulled? Do you think that's right? If you already pre-ordered it, like, should they be able to pull it when it's already been like released too? Like Hot Toys did this in the past with like the Flash and the Bat Missile, but it wasn't released. It was a pre-order and then they pulled it. So I don't know. Where do you kind of stand on that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, as far as like kind of addressing the examples you used there, the Flash and the Bat Missile, I mean, that was for just a simple fact that there was just not enough people pre-ordering those there. So it felt like it was just kind of a waste. That, and I think they had I think it was like a Hulkbuster from like the cartoon on the Disney Plus or whatever. They had a couple things canceled that time.
Okay.
But this is different because they already had a number on this. This was supposed to be 2,500 limited, right? So how many of those actually got into circulation? That's an interesting question here because, I mean, 2,500 for the US, I don't know how many they supposedly were supposed to have overseas. I mean, this...
So people are saying 300 to 400 here.
I don't know. I mean, I believe it, when I see it. I guess I won't, but that's the whole point of why we're talking about it. But I don't know. I mean, if it's that limited, that's bonkers. If it's just numbers we're all making up because we think that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, whatever.
But it was limited to what, 2,500 originally?
Yes, but it was like 2,500 sideshow, right? So, because I believe, that was what was originally. Is it? I don't know if it was. Wait, I think it was pretty sure it was 2,500 total. Never mind. I misspoke. 2,500 total.
Yeah. I mean, people, basically just the people that got it like day one, pretty much.
Yeah. Some people did. But you know what this kind of reminds me of? This reminds me of like the old school, like Kenner days, like Boba Fett with the rocket, like the chaser, like the holy grail of it. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to reach that level because like that goes for ridiculous money on the aftermarket over there. But this here, man, like this is interesting because on a couple fronts here. One, obviously, it's the controversy of child actor compared to animated style, whatever, right? Then you have the factor of like prior to all this controversy, this wasn't exactly that desirable for a lot of collectors, right? So then you have that group of people who see the potential in this becoming something of a sought after piece after it's sold out, right? Just because of all the controversy going around it there. But now that we know that it officially is canceled at Sideshow, like this puts it in like levels of where like this is like almost like prototype level of limited, you know what I mean? Or like never release, maybe showcase at a San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. Like it's that limited to that point to where like whatever your feelings about the quality of the figure or the moral standpoint of what you think of the figure being made or not, this is certified grail now, which you just don't see nowadays. Right. So, I mean, for better or worse, that changes a lot of what people think about the figure because now it's one of those things where you just can't get it, right? You're like, now it's like, shit, well, you know what? It doesn't have to be seamless. Oh, you know what? Who cares? She was like that in the Clone Wars movie. Now it's just like, people are just thinking money now at this stage.
It's crazy too, because like, some people are like let's just say J&D, for example, like they're like, no, I would never spend this much on a figure,
right?
No way. And this is a figure, like, again, you said wasn't really well received or exciting, but like, are people really going to spend like over $1,000 on this? Like, and Bolt says, I was thinking it, I'm like, I bet people are just going to want that Rada the Hutt too. Like, what are they going to pay for just Rada if it's like pieced out,
right?
Like, that's crazy too. Like, to think what people will go through now to get this figure. I don't know. It's Curtis said one sold for 1,500, I believe.
Did it actually go through?
No, the new Apelli said the latest one sold for 1,500.
I gotta look this up. That's incredible. Hold on.
But Noah Pellies also says, I doubt we'll get another Greenblatt Ahsoka now after the controversy. Didn't you say you heard like her parents put up a big...
Yeah, I heard some fuss like that about like, her parents got involved and stuff like that there. So yeah, I mean, that's a tough situation on the moral standpoint of things here. Cause I mean, make your arguments all you want, but once somebody's parents get involved, like, yeah, you kind of have nothing. You got nothing to really say at that point.
Jesse, I can't.
Oh, wow.
I can't.
You're nut. You're nut.
Oh, man.
But I mean, listen, I can't see the sold right now, but I can tell you there's one listed for $2,500.
Yeah.
Right now. Pre-owned. That's nasty work.
I'm with Philly on this. Like, didn't want it then, don't want it now.
Yeah, and that's my standpoint on the whole thing. Like, I mean, like I think a lot of people like echo what Philly is saying over here. I just think this didn't really do it for a lot of collectors, quite honestly. And like also Ahsoka herself, like she hasn't had like a standout figure where it's sold out. Like every Ahsoka, aside from this one now, is the only one that's ever sold or been desirable to the point of where people are like clamoring to get her now. I mean, every Ahsoka I've ever purchased has gone like under retail easily after a few months after being released. So it feels like this is just a hype beast over here. People just now they know what they have, super limited. And now people are just like, man, I wish I didn't miss out on this now because it's so limited. I just don't feel like the figure itself from a quality perspective is really nothing to write home about.
Yeah. So. No, I agree. And whether you're into this or not, that's obviously your choice to make. It's definitely not something that I'm interested in. And it's not even just the outfit. It's the fact too, like it's a real head sculpt with an animated body. I don't know.
No, it's one. I know what you're trying to say. Like this is one of those things. Like morally speaking, if you have a concern about it from that perspective, like it's not something you can just look away from. Right. I mean, it's one thing. Like if this was a fully animated Ahsoka.
Yeah, I wouldn't care as much.
I think it'd be a different conversation for everybody. I didn't even know
the outfit was like retconned and all that stuff. Like they dropped it and they never like. I don't know. I saw some videos on it, but I didn't even know that. Like to me, I would have been like, well, it's just her from whatever season of Clone Wars, so whatever. Yeah. But like this, I was just like, this is a little odd to me.
Yeah. It's just but here's the thing though, like to defend Hot Toys to some degree. I'm not gonna say they're completely like off the hook on this over here, but like I feel like they've looked at this as every other figure they've ever done where they've adapted to live to match the line that we already have. And really just looked at the oversight of just like, well, now this is a real person. And, this was a person who was underage. And it feels like some cultures would find that a little bit more offensive than others. And they probably just didn't see it that way when they did it and just assumed another opportunity to make another figure. We've done this multiple times with multiple other characters and converted them from live action, even though they didn't appear like this originally. It just felt like a normal release for those guys. And I just think that the blowback that this coverage got between streams, social media, news outlets, I just feel like it just really just took on a life of its own. And it was like Sideshow was like probably put the like pressure them, said like, hey, it's probably not worth selling 2,500 and getting this much pushback on it there.
Yeah. Well, Clinton says I heard her parents were going to sue Disney over this because she was 17 at the time.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I mean, there's laws, there's contracts for minors that protect them from, anything that could possibly take advantage of them or their image and stuff. I mean, it's a slippery slope with that stuff. I'm no lawyer and stuff like that, but man, like I can imagine what kind of position that probably put everybody in, and it was just an oversight.
Yeah. X-Men says it wasn't retcon. People just love using that as an argument. But I heard, not retcon, but it was like after the season, they were getting a lot of backlash. So they gave her a different look after that initial season of her. And then also like they had flashbacks in Clone Wars and they didn't go to this outfit. They went to a different outfit that was more covering and whatnot. So, and I heard, excuse me, I heard like they stopped making merch with that outfit or something. So I don't know. That's kind of just what I saw in some videos, but yeah. Collection Obsession says, didn't the actress or family rep have to sign off on this before? Well, that's the thing. Like maybe they just had her license from that previous. I don't know how it works, but maybe they had that from previous figure and they just did this. And then, you know, parents were like putting up a big stink. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Like, I don't know if you have to get a new license for every figure, or like if it's the same head sculpt, does it matter? I don't know.
Right. I was thinking that, like, I mean, the only thing that like you can say here is that the head sculpt is identical to the original release. So do you really need to get, and again, this might just been a technicality on Sideshow's part or Hot Toys, forgive me, but like, I'm just re-releasing what you already approved, you know,
right.
but this part of it there, this is where clearly where the outrage comes in for, you know, the folks, if that part of the story is true.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're kind of exploiting my child in a kind of a way where that we didn't sign off on this. And then, you know, who knows? It might go against their beliefs. It's a very crazy situation where you can see both sides of the argument from just like a purist, you know, like sense of being a fan of the character and being like, well, yeah, she showed up like this in the show. So it only makes sense that, you know, they can get her portrayed this way. But then you have the moral standpoint of, well, now we're not talking about animation. We're talking about a human being. We're talking about a girl who's under the age of 17 portraying a character. And now you have her. So it's just like, you can see both sides. I mean, I know it's coming from an innocent place from our side as collectors. So like, there's no shaming if this is a figure that you like, but it definitely, there is a fine line between good taste in these circumstances. Again, if this was animated, I don't think anybody would really bat an eye about a figure like this. But when you turn into live action, this time it kind of seems like it kind of bit everybody in the butt. It's just a bad situation all around.
Yeah, I think they would have been better off just doing what they did with their first ever Ahsoka figure. Do this look, but do it like animated, but make it obviously look like realistic, like they did with that one, right? Like, yeah. I don't know, but they probably thought they could just kid bash this and everything would be fine. I don't know. Curse says, no, Ariana had to sign up on this Jedi and she's in her 20s. Her parents can't sue for her. She's actually only 18. Yeah. So I actually looked that up today. She's 18. She won't be 19 until August. So.
And the Ahsoka show was like, what, 2 years, 3 years old now, give or take?
Right. So I don't know if that goes under probably that license. So. But she is just 18.
Yeah.
So does this set precedent that if a figure gets enough outcry, it gets canceled? I think this is different, though. This isn't just like Tony Stank head sculpt or and whatever else you want to come up with where, you know, a Peacemaker, you know, not with, I don't know, like seamless joints. This is something different. Like this isn't just a complaint about functionality of the figure. This is more so, I guess there's some moral stuff that comes into it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a morality part to this one here that the other one.
And I'm not saying anybody that wants this, you know, is wrong. I'm just saying, it's like politics. You know, you have two sides to everything. It's not just a normal figure. There's people that think a certain way, and then there's people that think another way, and it gets heated enough, then, or maybe they didn't give a shit about what you all were saying, and it was literally her family that said, no, this ain't going to happen. So maybe it had nothing to do with the backlash of the community, because Hot Toys usually doesn't even care about that. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was just they were threatened to be sued, and that was that.
Yeah, they didn't want any part of that. I mean, this is not the first like controversial figure in like this past year. I mean, I can't think of the name now, but do you recall that ultra limited figure that I can't think of it, but it was like a collaboration with like another artist or something like that, and people just felt it was kind of racially charged the way the characters were designed. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. They said they looked like monkeys or apes.
Right. I think it was super limited. I can't even remember the amount, but it was less than Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if I go on Sideshow, it's still available. So
Sure.
it's not a
After
matter of
Macro.
the outcry in this one here collection. I think it has more to do with a legality that they want to avoid.
Yeah. Philly. Do you think this affected our chances for us to get Slave Lad?
We're never getting that, brother.
That wasn't going to happen before this. Now it's definitely not going to happen. And that sucks because a lot of perverts out there. But that's like the figure I need for my Jabba's Palace, but it's never going to happen.
Crush, dude.
It's just too sexualized. Like they're just not going to do that.
God, I think I was like 9 years old when I saw Return of the Jedi. So I was like, I just gulped when I saw that. It was like,
you see Jabba's tail going like this.
I don't understand what's going on, but I am engaged. What's going on here? What is this Star Wars thing?
Curtis says, I will say, how is this okay? But Anar can make Hermione in a short skirt. Oh, come on. Like we just saw knees on that. I think that's different. That's a normal
shins, pal. Take it easy.
And that was like her outfit from the movie, and it was the same actress. There was nothing wrong with the Harry Potter stuff. I don't think, personally.
Bit of a reach, Curtis. I appreciate the attempt, though.
He's trying to drum it up. Never say never when it comes to Hot Toys. You keep the hope for both of us, Philly. Keep that hope. I mean, come on. A lot of perverts out there. None of you guys, of course.
Yeah. What? Never.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a reach, but I thought people were nuts for having a problem with that figure. But anyways, if you wanted her, I'm sorry. You're probably not going to be able to get her. If you're thinking about spending that money, please don't. Even X-Man, the big Ahsoka fan, he says his set will never be complete because he knows he's not going to spend that kind of money. So do yourself a favor. Get the Ahsoka Series 1 and call it a day. Which I think is the better figure if we're being honest. But I know it's not Clone Wars. He says, no, I get that, but I'm talking about the pervs. Like people are worried about the people taking off this Ahsoka's shirt, but never had a problem with that. You can lift Hermione's skirt. Moving on. All right, moving on. So I'm going to end this poll. Hopefully you all voted. So Collection Obsession is going to close the loop on this for us. He says, so the moral of the story is if you really want to figure, you better get a day one overseas. There you go.
Maybe.
Honestly, that's what I do with like my Star Wars OT stuff, but that's just because I can't wait. So, but yeah, he's not lying. If you want it, get it right away. But this is a special case too. I mean, how often has this happened? Once?
Yeah, I think this is the only time I can think of.
Yeah.
That it was. Please don't sue me. I will stop making them.
All right, we had 65 votes here. Thank you guys for participating. Which IP is doing the best so far in 2026? 69% said Star Wars, 16% said DC, 12% said other, and 3% said Marvel. Wow. I remember first couple of years of collecting, Marvel was king of the corner, man. King of the castle. And it's been slim pickings for Marvel, which reflects kind of the movies, out there as well. So Star Wars is cooking. I think DC has done pretty well, especially if we're looping in like J&D, in art, hell, even Jazz Inc. Like there's a lot of options out there, which is really nice.
Oh, for sure, dude. It's just interesting because DC, because I remember those times, like it was yesterday too, like DC was always dead last in those kind of polls. So it's nice to see DC get some love.
Yeah. You and I have had many a times where we've been saddened about DC kind of being the laughing stock. And, Brick was like, on
Just
top.
living it up, like
Marvel and yeah.
my last Spider-Man movie had 3 Spider-Man. I'm going to collect everything. Moo-hoo-ha.
Look at him now. He didn't even show up anymore because he doesn't have any Marvel.
Oh no! Shots fired, Rick.
Shots fired. All right. So
Okay.
we're just gonna have more of a conversation here. So please indulge us in the comments as well. I'm just gonna look at the Facebook images and we'll start kind of the beginning of the year. So again, we're midway through 2026 already. I wanna take a look back at some of the best announcements and releases and kind of just talk to them with DLO, with you guys, kind of see where we're all at, what we like, what we don't like, what could be figure of the year. Maybe just we've forgotten like some of this stuff was announced or came out beginning of the year because man, we move so quick in this hobby that I mean Chewie feels like years ago, and I got that thing in February. So here we are. So I think like Indiana Jones was technically December 31st. So I guess we gave Jack Sparrow a pass. We could give Indiana Jones a pass too.
I would.
Are you still as excited about that figure as we were when that was announced?
For Indiana Jones? Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. More. Like I want it to be here already. I'm jonesing to get me an Indiana Jones. There you go. You see what I did there? See what I did there? That joke. No, dude, like honestly, I know some people are going to disagree with me, but honestly, over time, I feel like I have gone back to watch Temple of Doom far more than I care to admit.
I love Temple of Doom.
I do too, and it's considered like at the time the least favorite over here. But I don't know. For me as a kid, like that was the first one I watched. Then I saw Crusade, and then I went back to see the original. So. Yeah, man. I mean,
that's one where they're honestly all like in line with each other.
Yeah.
When it comes to how much I like them, like they're all very solid movies, and it's kind of like Star Wars, where it's they're kind of just all great, and maybe you can split hairs and say you like this one more, but yeah, Temple of Doom gets kind of crapped on a little bit, and I'm not here for it. I like that movie.
I do too. And Battle Damage Indiana Jones is exciting for me, so. Yeah. I'll take it.
Would you have thought we would have gotten a different or clean Indiana Jones version by now, or maybe not until this thing is?
No. See, because I've learned Hot Toy strategy. I'm sure everybody else has picked up on it here. They make the one they think you don't want the most, and then they will go back and hold off and make the one that you really want after you've bought every other one first.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of becoming very clear and obvious. So, like, joke's on you. I want this. Suck it, Howard.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. And the base looks amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Do you remember when this is, what the window is? It's not this year, is it? It's probably got to be 2027. Maybe it starts in October. While you're looking that up, Dranger says, my figure of the year is third party Barbossa. Hot Toys doesn't deserve that title anymore. He ain't wrong. I don't have the figure, but I've seen really amazing images. DLO does have the figure, and
bro, it's amazing.
I've heard him.
It's amazing, that figure.
I've heard him use those initials figure of the year already. So
yeah. All right, so it's January to June of next year.
Yeah, so we got some time, unfortunately.
Some time.
But yes, that's gonna be. It's like one of the big ticket items that my collection is missing still. So that's going to be a good one. I'm excited for that. We'll count that as 2026 because December 31st. Come on. Then there was a lot of kind of, we had Savage release. Did you get that one yet?
I did. It's actually quite a good figure, by the way. It really is. That one kind of got slept on, and it's pretty sold out everywhere as far as I know. Like it's going for a little bit more over retail on the secondary. But yeah, that was actually, I'm glad. This was actually one I got to give Steve from Figured Fandom a little credit for because, out of my core group of collecting friends and stuff like that, he obviously is my Star Wars buddy. And I was doing everything in my power not to pick this up. But I already have the Palpatine. I already have Clone Wars Maul. Like, you really need Savage. but I wasn't totally sold on it in the photos. When I got it in hand, I was like, all right, so he might have had a point. He might have had a point. It really is actually quite a quality figure for what it is, man. So yeah, I'm happy I picked that one up. It's good.
It's not always easy to take animated and make it look realistic and really good at the same time.
Right.
I think you got to give Hot Toys credit for that too. Like that's not as easy as it looks to always do that. So figure looks good, especially in line with like Darth Maul and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, you got some kind of some stuff just in between. You know, you got the Human Torch, you got Squid Game. I believe was this Hano?
No, that's just no, that's just from Bad Batch, dude.
Okay, Bad Batch. That's right.
But like, you know, hey, like from a distance, I can see why you would have thought that.
Yeah. Alien Romulus, the Scorched Xenomorph. A lot of people were in love with that one. Remind me, did you get that one?
I
holding out for Big Chap.
Nice. So funny enough, I traded it for Chewie.
Oh.
That's how I got Chewie. Somebody had Chewie, and I was like, I'll trade you Scorch for it there. So that's how I got it done. But I'm here for Big Chap, so I was like, I'm okay with getting rid of this Scorch Xenomorph. So it's all good. Plus, I don't know if we have time, but if there is, we can talk about it. Like 40th anniversary for Alien, you're starting to showcase some of the Alien warriors as well. So Ripley might be possibly coming
for sure.
I mean, it feels like he kind of at this point is a foregone conclusion, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, great figure, but I'm a purist. I want me some Ripley Alien stuff instead.
Sure.
But yeah,
I enjoy those movies. Like I like to watch them once every couple of years, like go through all of them.
Yeah,
but it's just not something that I really want to collect.
I don't know.
And I'm also not a hardcore fan. Like I just enjoy the movies, but I don't know.
For me, I can't miss an Alien movie. I've seen them all.
Yeah,
I've seen them all. So it's just like it. Plus, freaking Alien Earth, man. Oh my god, such a good show. That's something you need to go back and watch. That's
the only thing I have not watched.
That is money. Yeah. That is money there.
We got the real Mike Literist says need more Alien. No, Ripley would be cool. That was a grail, that figure. That was one I did look at from time to time. I just wasn't willing to spend those secondary prices on it. Do you think that Ripley's going to be like Artisan? Well, it depends which one they do, obviously, but like
that's a good question.
Alien, do you think they'd sculpt that one again?
I know. I think if they were to do Alien, I feel like that would be like a very good pick to make it Artisan, because it just makes sense, you know, from a perspective of movability and stuff like that with the head. But I mean, if it's going to be Aliens, I think it's got to be sculpted. It's kind of like, I don't know if I would want that one Artisan, to be honest with you. So I don't know, but I'll be happy with whatever I get. Anything Ripley, like Artisan, you're gonna make me pay for it, whatever. I'm like, you got my money. I desperately want a Ripley in my collection.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised you're not into Alien, dude. Because like, usually if you're a Predator fan, you're an Alien fan too. So it's kind of bizarre when you meet somebody like, I'm solely a Predator on this side of the it's like it feels like they're not the same franchise, but they have so much history for each other. You would think you would just like,
true.
Yeah, I'm an Aliens fan too.
Yeah, always just like Predator.
But you're not.
Speaking of Predator,
segue.
Other Predator. I don't even know if I'm getting deck.
Stuff.
It is. So this one's definitely not coming home. I appreciate that they've done this because I know there's hardcore Predator fans out there that just collect Predator figures. But this definitely isn't what I need. I think it looks decent, but I'm still kind of in and out on deck. Like, I don't know. I loved the movie in the theater, but then I watched it a second time. It was still good, but like felt like the middle kind of dragged on a little bit, and then it was just kind of like I kind of saw more Disney in it, and I was like, it's good, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think I'm having, and this is a me problem here. I think I'm having a harder time connecting to newer stuff. I think that's where I'm
I
getting
agree.
to. I think I'm getting to the point where, like, kind of like you, OT, right? Like fixated on those golden days. Like I feel like anything that's new, it's harder for me to care about for longer. If that makes sense over there. So I don't know. Like I was all in after seeing Badlands, and then just over time, I'm saying to myself, do I really need that? I just need the Jungle Predator. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, this is tough because you know what? From like a design and figure perspective, like Father Predator looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's a
It's
hell of a
basically like
looking
an elder
figure.
Predator
But
lookalike, you know, like
but
not
I'm
lookalike, but
like you, I'm losing connection to that film because I saw it. I still like the movie, but maybe I'm not liking it as much. It doesn't have that replay value that other Predator movies might have for me. So like, this is more an indictment on me as a collector than the figure itself. I feel like newer stuff it's getting harder to convince me to collect it. It really is. It feels like it has to have some nostalgia or some personal feeling before I can even consider putting it in my collection these days.
no, I agree with what you're saying because like I feel like once you hit a certain age, like even music, like you kind of like, you know what, this is the music I listen to, not really caring about anything new anymore, or you know, and sometimes that happens, you know, even with like technology, we kind of like peak at technology and we start kind of
Right.
losing that ability. And I think too with movies, it's like you kind of just like I can only take so much new stuff. Like there's just so much stuff that I already love that just don't care anymore. And like I don't know if part of that's happening to me with like some of these TV shows where I don't know if it's being like watered down, if that's part of it. Not and that doesn't mean it's just bad. But watered down means you can get Star Wars here, this, that, this, Predator, you know, we're making this and this, or you know, we're rebooting whatever this is and that. Like I really liked Prey a lot, and I can rewatch that one quite a bit. And I enjoy this new Predator movie, and I bought it and everything too, but I've only seen it twice, once in the theater and then once when it came out, and I haven't watched it since. And again, I think it's just something where real estate is at a high price in the collection as well.
It's
So
in the back
like,
of your mind when you're thinking about this too. Yeah.
it's like I because I do sell a lot, right? But I don't want to sell a lot. I
Yeah.
sell a lot because of the choices I make, because I'm like, I do want that. But then I'm like, you know, over time, I'm like, well, there's older stuff that's coming out that I really want more. Like Indiana Jones, I got to make room for him. You know, there's some of the stuff coming out. Christopher Reeve's Superman, Catwoman, all that stuff from my childhood is coming out. So now it's like, if I don't have room, I can't
Right.
get this other stuff. So that's
Where's the
kind of
room
where
for
I'm at.
this over here? Yeah.
We can like stuff and not collect it. And that's kind of where I'm at, I think, with this Predator Badlands movie. And maybe I'll change my mind. But as of now, I'm kind of passing on that. So, yeah. Kirby wants to know, would you get an Alien 3 Ripley? Is that the bald one? Buzz cut?
I don't think the movie is bad as people make it out to be, but
4 was really bad, right? Wasn't 4 the bad one?
again, they're all after 3. It only gets worse. It always, the next one always takes the title for the worst one, in my opinion. But I'll watch them all. I like Resurrection though, I kind of do. So, but I know it's not the greatest movie. If they did an Aliens 3, my only request would be is like they would have like the xenomorph coming out of Ripley's stomach, like as a attach,
cool.
like a magnetic attachment. Like you got to make it cool. You got to like really make it cool for me to consider something like that. But yeah,
that would be
maybe.
pretty sweet.
If I was going through like the entire Alien roster, like yeah, I'd probably want a Alien 3 Ripley if I had 1 and 2.
Clinton says the mandible seam on deck needs to be fixed. I agree. That was a big turnoff for me. He says, you guys are getting old. Welcome to the club. It's true. I feel it. Like I'm starting to settle in on what I like, and it's harder to find new things that I'm really excited for.
Well, it's easier to say I'm going to buy something when you have an empty case in front of you. But like when you start seeing like figures getting tighter and tighter and closer to each other, and you're realizing there's not quite as much room as you used to think that was in there, you kind of start looking at things differently.
Well, yeah, and like you're always gonna pick the nostalgic stuff too. Like,
Yeah.
Star Wars and Batman's always gonna win out. Mike's go ahead.
No, I was just going to simply say, I mean, it's a generational thing as well too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
what we think is like maybe something that's passable. Someone can be in our very same shoes, just a different generation. Say, well, I grew up with this, and you know, I like this, and that's totally okay too, because like that's just kind of what you grew up, and that's kind of like what you're passionate about. So, like Lynn said, I guess we are just getting old.
All the older gents are laughing at us right now because we're entering into that. But Mike says 100% from teen to around 30 are the prime years when we can really get into stuff in that deep way. We lose that ability for a number of reasons when we get older. Makes sense.
Yeah. And that's valid, because I mean, I've been doing this now. It's going to be my 10th year now. So it's just like, yeah, I started when I was in my 30s. So yeah, you might be onto something, Mike.
Yeah.
Don't get old. Got it.
Don't
Write
get
that
old.
down.
Yeah, Neil says, listening to you guys makes me laugh. Welcome to the over 40 club.
Man, I just need a bigger house so I can have more cases. That'll solve that problem.
Well, it's good that we have all these, what do I want to call them? Veterans that can kind of guide us into these new feelings and these new ways of collecting.
Well, Collector Joey, I believe he refers to us folk as unks.
Unks.
We're unks now.
Yeah, collecting keeps us young. How about that?
Old heads.
Yeah, old heads.
Old heads. That's what he said.
Dude, yeah, I feel it. I feel it with Star Wars too, because it's like I made that choice, and now I feel like I've aged like 20 years in the last 5 months.
Oh man, Jedi downstairs with his walker, looking at his OT collection.
Yes, I do love that OT collection though. Yeah, you know, some other stuff for me that was kind of not as exciting. Stitch is a cool looking figure, and I'm not gonna lie, I did consider getting that just for my kids, but nah. You know, I'm not really excited for these guys. You know, Agent Venom, any interest in that? Kind of a forgotten about.
It's a cool niche figure.
Is this a release? Is that released?
It's released.
Or no?
It's released.
It's forgotten about. You know, Plo Koon. A lot of people though are excited for, even though the movie isn't like well liked. It's Batman and Robin. So a lot of people, including DLO, are excited for like Batman and Robin. They turned out great. It's amazing because it's like Hot Toys knows these figures are minority, so we better do a good job so people buy them. When it comes to Michael Keaton and Christian Bale, it's like, people buy it either way. So these figures are actually going to look really good in your collection.
They came out great for those who are getting them or have them. Like, zero regrets. I can't wait for Mr. Freeze. That's how good these figures came out.
Yeah.
It's so
and
good.
Then you can get like Poison Ivy through Mars Toys, and I think Jazz Inc.
Yeah, I think Jazz just said. I think I heard somebody say Jazz is doing it too. So there you go.
And then Mars is also doing Bane. So like you can really fill out this movie if you want, which makes it more attractive. So
absolutely,
I think those are really strong releases. I can't stand the movie, so unfortunately I can't have it in my collection, but they look good. I think they do look better than Batman Forever as well. Yeah,
totally. They definitely took what. Yeah, I'll just say like, they're just far superior in a way. Just like super impressive. Like these are some of the best figures DC's had this year. Like I would put them on that list. Wouldn't call them figure of the year. I would say maybe as a combo, I would kind of put them up there top 5 for the year. But yeah, it's just one of those weird.
We get to do that in 6 months.
No, I'm always the one bending the rules for our figure of the year thing. I mean, so it's whatever. I forgot what I did this year to break the rules. You didn't like.
What did you put? Oh, you put. I think was it Paul on there because you said, "Well, I got him this year." Was it Paul?
No, it wasn't Paul.
Something that you got this year.
I forget. I think it was like some kind of combo thing. Or I tried to.
Or maybe.
I can't think of it.
Jedi wouldn't like let that sneak by.
Yeah. But But yeah, man, those so far really solid picks there. Plo Koon, I've got that Plo Koon. I love that Plo Koon. I think it came out amazing. What else? Night. So here's Nightwing over here. So this is a hilarious one. So right above that there. So that came out this year finally. That was a limited release. And no one seems to show it off. I haven't seen a single picture of anybody showcasing their Nightwing.
No, that's got to be a rarity.
Yeah, it's like
Rare figure right
they
there.
wanted that for years. It was like shown at cons and kind of put in the, that page that Sideshow does where figures don't get released officially, and just one day suddenly it's available and crickets. You don't hear anybody talk about that figure.
Also not into like the video game Batman stuff.
Dude, but Arkham games were dope. So
They were, yeah.
this would be like one of those rare lines that I would consider getting into. But I came to the game too late. They were already like sold out and overpriced. I was like, no, I'll pass.
Clinton wants to know what our released figure of the year is right now. I got to get through this list first because I'm honestly, the hobby does.
This is part of
so
his process. He needs to see. Like, he doesn't have an
Yeah.
answer yet. I have an answer, but
Brandon Mosley says, I still need my damn Batman and Robin just hanging out. Oh, Robin just hanging out by himself.
dude,
You know, going back to that for a quick second too. I wasn't a fan of the suit they chose for Batman Forever. I would have rather had the beginning of the movie suit, the black suit.
the Panther suit is what they call it. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a great looking suit.
Brandon says, so much stuff I want, but the price of figures and how much is coming out, I just have to make cuts and try to. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of us. We got to be more disciplined. We got to be more selective. And as we collect longer, D'Lo said he's going on year 10. I'm starting year 7. Something like that. I mean, it's been 6 years. I'm going on to 7. So the longer we collect, the less room we have, unless we're constantly moving things out, moving things in. Till recently, I was like 90% Star Wars collector, but with all these fig announcements, I've changed to like 60-40. It's good to have variety.
Yeah, sometimes I need a break from my main stuff, so I like that.
Lego Batman is literally Arkham with Lego skin. It's so damn good. Yeah, that's what Brick was saying too. He's been playing that movie a lot. We got Big Rib celebrating 5 months as a channel member. 51 years young. My collection and community keeps me young for sure. It's great. It's great hanging out with you guys and just enjoying this. Because I was thinking too, like, if the day came where I decided to like stop YouTube, would I really find as much joy in collecting? I don't know. Like D'Lo, we talk every day and we talk about figures we want, figures we're getting, figures we don't like. It's just like, if I didn't have that and I didn't have videos to watch or sharing my collection with people, because nobody in real life other than Brick or Steve gives a shit about this stuff in my basement. Sure, they'll come over and say, that's pretty cool, and then they'll leave.
Yep, completely forget all about it.
Like, it's without sharing it with you guys. Yeah, I mean, it keeps us young and it keeps it fun for sure.
Definitely, I concur.
And you have Tighter, at least. Tighter FL.
Yeah.
But
That guy? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, sure.
that guy.
That guy is practically my neighbor.
But I mean, outside of that, I'm sure you don't really have anybody in real life that really cares.
Not to that extent, no. Like, I mean, I feel like if you're not in the game, you don't appreciate it as much.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into. There's a lot of stuff that we go through to like make our collections look what they look like.
Well, amen to that. Like, not even like I'm buying some figures now, but I'm buying like other Hot Toys stands to pair, or head sculpts, or accessories to like make the figures exactly what I want them to. Like, it's not even just adding figures now; it's adding like pieces and parts. So
yeah,
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
Facts, man.
Okay. Yeah. How about the biggest tease of the year so far? Quarter scale, A New Hope Han Solo. Obviously, they're gonna do this figure soon. But how weird D'Lo, that they I thought they were done with quarter scale figures, and then out of the blue, they're like, here's a Han Solo. Okay, cool. What's he gonna do? Go with Boba Fett, I guess. Both of us are out of the quarter scale game.
I would never do that again. That was a hard lesson learned. That was.
It feels like a good idea until you have the figures and you're just like, I don't know about this.
Well, the thing is, like, to play devil's advocate for a second, I mean, the reason why I went into quarter scale in the first place is because, like, the actual detail, because you have more of a canvas to work with, it looks a lot stronger than 1/6. It really does. But when you get to that scale size, it almost feels like, well, for that, I might as well get a statue. You know, so it has a weird identity crisis when it comes to quarter scale that it's just like, it's not really for much of anybody. Like, don't get me wrong. I know, like, Brandon, for example, he's in the chat. I'm sure he's going to chime in and say, like, well, I love quarter scale. And it looks great in your collection. But, like, I don't think it fits in a lot of people's collections the way they thought it would, like myself. I just felt like it just threw off everything else, and I just wound up selling mine. But
and a lot of people are going even from 1/6 to 1/12. You know, I wouldn't do that personally. But, like, a lot of people are going even smaller instead of bigger. Like, statues are struggling right now too, so I feel like people are trying to get smaller, which I don't know. I always felt like 1/6 was kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah. I mean, Queen Studio, aka InArt, J&D, now doing it. So I mean, yeah, you're not wrong about the statue point there. I mean, they're definitely struggling, but I feel like, why would Hot Toys go back after it didn't go well the first? I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe this Han is kind of like, we're going to release this Han, and if it does well, we'll keep doing quarter scale. If it doesn't, we're going to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Because the last few quarter scales that they've done, they've sat for a long time. They don't sell very fast.
I want to do a poll on this one. We got a poll this one.
Poll it.
Are you picking up 1/4 Han Solo? Because I don't think you are out there. We got Blue Tattoo in the house. Too sweet. Welcome into the show. You know, but then we do have some good stuff here. We got James Bond. We got some Iron Man. Interesting choice for Jack Sparrow. Would have loved to see the first movie. And then we also have the Artisan Thor from Age of Ultron. Any of those you want to highlight, discuss, talk about?
We'll kind of go to, like, James Bond for a second over here.
Yeah.
Like, again, this is kind of to, like, the point. This is where I started realizing, like, okay, this is Hot Toys MO. Like, for me, like, I wanted Casino Royale or Skyfall or any of those movies, because I'm a big James Bond fan. And I can tell you, I was like, when I saw this one, I was like, oh, this is great, but why this movie? And I've refused to buy this figure, both of them. I just refuse to buy them. This is not my favorite movie. And I feel like this was done intentionally because at some point they will release the Skyfall one or possibly the Casino Royale. And that's the James Bond I want to have in my collection. So that's when I started putting two together. Like, hey, they're releasing these figures that, like, yeah, like, I love this character, but it's not the representation I want.
They're going to give you what you don't want first.
And they're going to get what you don't want first. And then eventually down the road, they'll give you the one you truly want. And then, like, now you got to make a decision. Sculpt, what's that?
They got the sculpt, so they're going to.
Well, he's older. He's much older in this. This is like, what, year 10 of him being Bond or something like that?
They'll still do it, DLO.
If they did this for Casino Royale, I will throw a fit. I will throw a fit for something like that. No, he's much younger in those other movies. I preferred him to look like that if I was going to put in my collection. My thing is, like, I don't want to do this because I've been here before. I buy this figure, you know, I'm happy to have it in my collection, and then Hot Toys releases the one I always wanted, and now I'm stuck trying to sell this one. Like, for example, you remember John Wick? You had it, the last most recent one. Great looking figure, right? Liked it, but it was just like, I don't know, man. I kind of like John Wick 1, kind of like John Wick 2, but this is the best one we got right now. I sold mine because I just had a hunch in my head that, like, no, this isn't going to be the last John Wick we get. And sure enough, we got the one that I've always wanted, which is John Wick from Part 1. So it's just like, you know, so it's just kind of one of those things where, like, you know, fool me once, Hot Toys.
Sold John Wick 2 to get John Wick 4 because it was the better version.
Yep.
But ultimately, I would love the first John Wick, which is now the new one. So sold that to pre-order that one. So yeah, that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not a big James Bond fan, so that's not for me. Not getting this Jack Sparrow. I'm good with Artisan Jack, and now that you have Barbosa, you're probably good with that pairing.
Oh yeah.
I do have Thor pre-ordered. I'm still not like over the moon excited for it. I'm not a big Age of Ultron fan, but he looks good. I mean, you got to give it that. Like, I think it's a pretty good sculpt. Hair looks good. So I do have it pre-ordered. There is a small chance I don't keep it. How about you? Are you 100% in on this thing?
Absolutely, 1000%. I'm so proud because like this is the best look that Thor had throughout the entire MCU. So like, yeah, I echo how you feel. Age of Ultron, not my favorite Avengers movie, but I think like where I am now, specifically with Marvel collecting, I just want the best version that I prefer of each one. Like right above him, ironically enough, Captain America Strike Suit. That is my favorite look, but I mean that's not the definitive Captain America. I mean, people would say Endgame for sure, and I would have to agree with you there. But like, that's my favorite look for Captain America. I don't mind having him next to Age of Ultron. I don't care about any of that line collecting unwritten rules and stuff like that. Like now, it's just like no, I just want the best looking version that I prefer to have in my collection, and I'll put him with whatever I damn well please.
Yeah,
and I think it looks better for it.
And speaking of that Captain America, that is a figure I reviewed, and I had a hard time finding something that I didn't like about it. Maybe like you could say the shield sits too low on the back when you hang it up, but like great head sculpt, great portrait, great suit. You know, some people said he looked too small. I thought he looked fine, and I just this was and may still be figure of the year competition for me, but it also still lacks a little bit of excitement for me though, because it's like we've had a lot of Captain Americas. It is, you know, Marvel's not my favorite thing to collect. I do enjoy collecting it, but for the most part, I have what I want. I'm just kind of like replacing older figures with newer figures. So it's an amazing figure though, and I'm super excited to have that in the collection. But I don't know. Do you think it deserves any figure of the year votes? Maybe not winning, but do you think it should get, you know,
I think it's a top nominee for Marvel. Like if we're just kind of thinking about like who would be a contender, not set anything in stone. I think for sure this one is probably one of the top figures we got Marvel wise this year. So yeah, I don't think that's crazy to say that. I would totally back you up on that.
And it had a lot of like new cool small features, like just improvements that I really like.
Yeah, just quality of life improvements for sure. Yeah, I agree with that there. Plus, they make a really good magnetic base. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, for sure. Big Rib says 112 starts looking good when you start running out of space. I collect both, so I'm in trouble. And then Titer says, so quarter scale, solo quarter scale falls into Hot Toys, giving you the one you don't want before giving you the 1/6.
Great point. Great point.
So it's following that rule. I got Thor just to have my definitive Thor. Don't care what movie he's from.
Exactly.
I just know there's going to be another one too. So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Thor from what? Like Thor from like, you know, Doomsday or something like that, or
from like, no one might probably Endgame. But
God, I hope not.
I like the Infinity War one. But I know that figure's getting a little dated. But I don't know. I kind of liked him with the short hair look, but that was kind of just me.
To each their own, and that's the beautiful thing about that. There, like for me, like I prefer long hair Thor. Honestly, if they could have made Thor from the original first movie of his with the helmet, that would be my definitive Thor in my collection. Sure. But I'll take this. This is my consolation.
Yeah, it's a good consolation. Let me close this poll and see where we're at. Uh-oh. Okay, 21 votes.
Yes.
Are you picking up quarter scale Han Solo? One, I think this is the first time, no matter how many votes, that we've had 100% said no.
That's got to be a first. That's going to be a first for the show.
Oh, that's good stuff. What's up, everyone? I was late to the show. We'll watch the beginning later. Hey, welcome to the show, SG. Appreciate you. Clinton says, I can't wait for In Art MJ. That might be figure of the year. Yeah, and honestly, like, we're looking at Hot Toys right now, but we got to take into consideration In Art has been doing some really good things. If you want to throw J&D in there too, you can. I'm trying to think. Do you know what? I mean, In Art hasn't really released much in 2026, though.
Well, I mean, MJ, and then also, what was the guy from The Hobbit? I can't think of his name right now. Doran or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
so I guess.
Oh, and Snape.
Yeah.
There's a Snape as well too.
Not much released that I'm into so far for In Art, but I'm sure there's going to be more. You know, I'm really looking forward to that Catwoman from Dark Knight trilogy.
Right.
And if I could say, just for us, we're looking at Superman here, but if I could say, I do think Christopher Reeve, Superman from In Art, is one of my favorite announcements of the year so far. That thing looks, and BVS Batman. Whew! Like, I've been griping for an accurate BVS Batman for a while. So, like, those two are probably some of my, like, I think a lot of my favorite announcements aren't really Hot Toys this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's a mixed bag. I mean, companies are putting out top-notch stuff everywhere you go, right? I mean, I've heard Barbosa quite a few times in the chat tonight. I mean, and no one has any kind of loyalty to that company. Hell, I can't even pronounce the damn name half the time. So, but it's a damn good figure. And so, I mean, that's just kind of why, more or less, I feel like it was a good idea to highlight the announcements so far for 2026, because it kind of, if you've kind of been listening to the show, we've been kind of split on a lot of these announcements / releases, and it's just like nothing's running away with it so far. For a full 6 months into the year, there's no clear-cut definitive number one yet for the year, right, which is kind of interesting, because usually at this point of the year, when we kind of do these kind of halfway point of the year kind of review shows, usually the comments or even somebody in the panel would have at least maybe 3 or 4 that feel like top contenders. This year, just like, it's anybody's ballgame. I mean, the wild thing to think here would be that there might be a consensus this year of a figure of the year that may not be a hot toy.
Yeah.
And that's never happened since we've been doing the show. So it's an open race. So it's not a bad thing, but it makes this year a lot more interesting than it has in past years.
I agree. It's fun to kind of have a little rivalry going on and just have options too. Big Rib says, oh shoot, I have to order my BVS Batman before the cutoff. I need to still pre-order my Reeve. So I'm probably gonna have to do that here pretty quick. Mike says Romulus so far. But for In Art, it's been quiet for the most part here in 2026. But yeah, so let's go back here. I was really excited for these figures. I still am, but I have cooled a bit. Are you getting either one of these? Are you getting Superman?
I think Superman is definitely coming home, but I got the original one, so I'm not sure if I need the blue one. So, but yeah, Superman for sure.
Blue just looks cool, and like for me too, it's kind of like it just helps build it out a little bit more, so you have, you know, more than kind of a pair of figures. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see kind of where I'm at, but I do have both of these pre-order right now. You know, you got Silver Surfer, some more stuff that I'm not too thrilled about. You know, Mando and Grogu, kind of like seen that, done that before. Are you thinking of getting this Mando?
I just don't feel a need for it. I already got the last Chrome one, so it's like, I don't think I'm going to regret not getting this one here.
Honestly, I'm good with my Beskar. Like,
yeah,
I've chromed him out. I was talking about earlier about kind of like Mando is like my only non-OT Star Wars figure right now, but I got a base coming for him, like a custom base, but then also I got the pram with Grogu, so I'm gonna have like a set, a nice set of them walking and stuff. I think that's gonna look really nice.
That's gonna look good.
But that's all I need. I don't feel the need to get this. So kind of watered down. It was what, the 4th Mando we're getting? 5th,
something like that. Yeah, not including quarter scale would be 4.
So cool for anybody that doesn't have a Mando or maybe has like the non-chrome Beskar.
Well, the thing is, like, dude, like, this is a pretty expensive piece as well too, right? Like, every other Mando is like ridiculously cheap to get. Like, I would leverage people want to get this one and get myself a season 2 Mando or something like that. Just scoop that up on the cheap. There's really not that much of a difference. I was worried they were going to do something radical, like paint Mando's suit or something like that. I feel obligated to get the newest one, but I mean, it's basically the same one as mine. I mean, really, have zero. What, the Pedro head sculpt? Mando likes to cover his head. You don't really need the Pedro head sculpt, So there's just nothing really telling me like I gotta have this.
Can you give me a spoiler from the movie? Does he get a new outfit, or is it still just this?
Well, I just kind of gave that away. Like, I'm not realizing. No, he did. He keeps the same suit throughout the entire movie. Literally status quo.
Which is fine. Because
there's nothing wrong with that.
I kind of get tired of, every movie. Well, I got to get a new suit. So that's fine. But at the same time, for toys and merch, it's not as exciting. So I didn't want to skip over Neo for you either. Did you want to talk about Neo at all? Are you interested in that figure?
I'm interested in it, but we don't have to go into deep diving about it there.
Yeah, for sure. Hansel says, totally agree with you, Graham. InArt is winning my heart. Quality figures at a pace I can handle. I can even like the 112 scale figs. They are also amazing. Yeah, that's great. That's great. New Apelli says, Gimli was the best announcement so far this year.
That is
Can't forget blue and gray Keaton Batman. The hype around him is laughable, literally. I think that was that. I think it was last year. Or was it this year? Was that this year?
I don't know. I could have sworn it was last year. Wasn't it like around September or something like that last year? I don't know. It all blurs together. I'm pretty sure it was last year.
I didn't really. I mean, I guess kind of with Mike on this one, I didn't really feel there was much hype around him.
God, no.
Honestly, though, that could have been a great figure if you just didn't have the wrinkles on the cowl, the wrinkles on the forehead.
Yep.
And
totally agree.
Some of the mouth plates were goofy, but you don't have to use those. You can just use the normal one. I just think he looks really odd with the wrinkles. So
yeah, that was back in November, by the way.
Okay.
So close.
So you got blogger photos of the Thing. We got was it you that kind of like this Iron Man look?
The fractal stuff? I mean, it looks all right. I just won't buy it.
No, same. It's a cool, like, it's better than just doing like gold or silver. Like, it's kind of a cool idea, but nah. You got Daredevil. We got Moon Knight blogger photos. We have Wolverine pool. Everybody's loving
about that.
Sacy Tin.
Getting better.
Or Horny Dude.
Yep. Release, and then they immediately.
Moon Knight's kind of under the radar.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. The first Moon Knight was so darn good. It feels like an unnecessary. This is where I started turning on Artisan. I was like, I don't like. At first, I was like, I need to get every Artisan figure. Then like Loki, and then this came out. I was like, I like Moon Knight with his mask on and with the glowing eyes. Like, it's cool. It looks good, but not necessary. But yeah, I mean, people are still waiting on this one over here too.
For me with Artisan.
What's that?
Loki was the turning point with me and Artisan.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't really see the value anymore, and yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they were doing classic looks at the time. You had Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. You had Black Widow from Iron Man 2. Like, you were getting some like really good stuff we haven't seen in a while. Then Remember that TV show you saw last week? Artisan. I was like, well, all right. Now I get it. No thanks. No thanks. I see what you're doing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people are just still happy with their first Moon Knights, and those who want the Artisan, the definitive one, more power to you. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those ones where it's like, yeah, you love it, you don't.
Yeah. Well, and then too, like going back to Predator, you're getting another deck with Bud. So
Yeah.
now you have 2 to choose from. I don't know.
And I will say I like this one the best.
See, I like the other one better.
No,
Kind of like
this
that.
was cool. I thought this was cool. Part of
It
the
was. It was cool. TIE Fighter is definitely going to be my figure of the year for show. No, that's a good one. It's a good one if you need them. You know, get a couple of them, and you know you're good to go. We got another Daredevil. And then we kind of run into a lot of the Mando figures.
Yep.
Is there anything on this that you want to talk about that you want to highlight here? Anything you want to kind of stop at?
Well, I mean, Dark Nihilus is kind of one that like we kind of skipped a little bit ahead of there, but I mean that out of that row of figures, I think that one is probably one of the coolest ones. It just has a lot of presence to it, man.
Yep.
So I mean, it's a basic figure, but it's super nice though. But
we also kind of skipped over the Kamen Rider.
We skipped over 2 Kamen Riders actually. I didn't want to put it down. I was like, oh, we're not gonna. No love for Kamen Riders, huh? Okay.
No, unfortunately not.
I'm actually learning more about the show Kamen Riders through Hot Toys. Actually, I didn't know anything about these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Mando figures are dope, man. I mean, get these and put them next to your Snow Troopers. That AT-RT is dope as hell. I mean, they're good looking stuff. Stuff that I just don't have a connection to, quite honestly. But it's awesome looking stuff. You have Grand Admiral Thrawn with the Imperial armor. You remember this? They give him a helmet and some armor, and that's it.
There's kind of like, just me personally, it's just kind of a lot of like, meh. Maybe it's because it's just not stuff I'm into as much, but
yeah,
like this is like there's just not as many heavy hitters this year so far.
You skipped over it, but it's kind of hilarious. Nice pool. Right over there.
Right here.
That's just an ugly ass figure. I'm sorry. I hate that face. Ugh. Gives me nightmares.
A face only a mother could love.
Seriously.
Oh, Valkyrie says pronounced Kamen Rider.
Oh, Kamen Rider. Okay.
Look at this. Okay. Hey, you learned something else new there about the show then. Okay. Appreciate that. But yeah, just kind of some blah here. But honestly, though, probably just because I have like the dewback and the land speeder, I kind of do like this look for the trooper with the remnant stormtrooper. A different look with like the sand effect on the armor. It kind of looked cool, and then you get the pauldron, you get a bunch of different looks. Kind of do dig that. I don't know if I want to pay the price for it though. But that would be one I would maybe eventually put into the collection. No rush to do it, but it's kind of cool because it serves multiple purposes. So you can put them with your Mando line, you put them with your OT line, put them with Clone War, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's always been the great thing about Mando line. I stress that a lot. It's just like you can find a lot of ways to repurpose Mando line figures into your existing collection or the collection you're trying to build, specifically like Graham's trying to do. I mean, with your speeder and everything else that you have there that you're kind of building your own kind of, call it Tatooine of your own in your display, like that's a perfect trooper to go into the collection there. It's a throwaway figure in the movie, right? I mean, a throwaway trooper in the movie, but yeah, still serves a purpose. Yeah.
And then next to him, we have the Snow Trooper. Was a little bit of a big deal for those that never got the Empire Strikes Back one, for sure. Like, slight differences, but nonetheless, a great stand-in for Empire Strikes Back. I wouldn't tell the difference. I don't think most people would like point out and be like, hey, that's not Empire Strikes Back. Like, it's pretty solid. So the fact that you have 2 looks with that Snow Trooper, the fact that a lot of people want that Snow Trooper and weren't able to get them for Empire, that's a big deal. And I think that's a big, highly sought after figure as well. You're not
Definitely
picking up, though.
MVP.
You have the 2-pack, so you're
I have
not
a 2-pack. I'm good,
same.
but like
Kind of with you.
it's one of those things where like, man, like talk about a clutch figure to announce and release for everybody who's missing out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've seen comparisons between the original and this one. It's not glaringly obvious, and I would much rather get 2 of these at retail as opposed to paying crazy amount of money for the 2-pack that I have.
Yeah.
Honestly, so yeah, but MVP of that line easily.
If you didn't get the new Snowtrooper Commander, though, would you maybe want like a third to put in there?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I think that's actually a pretty cool idea because I would
Commander
actually
does look great.
But what I do like about the Snowtrooper is the fact that they take off the scarf that they put on and you can expose and see the actual mask itself. I think that's such a cool look for them, man. I really do. Cool. So yeah. I kind of would love to have one displayed like this, but you kind of already expressed why. I have the 2-pack. I have the Commander.
Yeah.
A 4th one would just be overkill at this point for me.
Yeah, and we're kind of getting into like the Star Wars stretch here. May, where Star Wars really hit it hard. But we did have a little bit Weapon X, which again, the figure looks incredible. Again, not something that I need, but something, if funds and space weren't a thing, I mean, that would be a great figure just to have looking beastly in the collection.
For sure. That's a super iconic look for Wolverine. Diehard Wolverine fans are salivating to get that one. And even like general fans of Marvel know what this is, which is like, yeah, it's pretty dope that they're making this here for sure.
Yeah. Adam says, in my view, Queen Amidala is the best announcement this year. That's definitely up there. Best release is Stealth Suit Captain America. I agree, that's up there as well. I mean, that's the cool thing. I've seen like Beskar Kid and some other people like dedicate a shelf to like Hoth troopers, AT-AT drivers, snow troopers, commander, all that stuff. It's pretty cool to see what people are doing with all those figures. Expense says if only he was properly scaled. Poor guy.
Baby steps.
Yeah, and then we have Revenge of the Sith, Yoda, Commander Gree is a big one for people. We got Zeb, and probably everybody's favorite is The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker Artisan. I mean, that took what? That took days to sell out, right?
I question if it's still there. I don't know. Like, it was there like a couple days ago. Let me see real quick here.
This is where Hot Toys kind of lost me a little bit while he's looking. It was a lot of like stuff we've seen before. Even
he's available. I knew it wasn't crazy. I knew he wasn't sold out.
That is nuts.
He's been low stock for a month,
and yet they probably don't care. Probably do not care. Darth Maul's kind of a kit bash.
Yep.
And then we're getting into what we talked about already with the Remnant Trooper. These are just the blogger photos. So, you saw Mando. Any interest in Zeb?
Oh yeah, a lot of interest in Zeb. Yeah, trying to get my Rebels game going here. So I got almost all of them, and now they got Ezra.
So kind of going back though to what you said, where they're going to make the least desirable one first. Do you think they'll change the outfit and give you the Rebels one?
Well, you already saw it happen. You already saw it with Sabine Wren. So they got the iconic suit for her with the proper hair and all that stuff. So yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, it will be there. But for me, like,
get both?
No, what's that?
Will you just get both?
No, never. I mean, for me, it's just like I'm gonna go into this release with Zeb and know for a fact they're gonna get the Rebel one going. I'm just gonna be content with this one.
Okay.
I just want one in my collection. I don't need it to be Rebels in this case here because I got all the ones from Ahsoka, the Ahsoka line. At this point, I'm just going to say, hey, I'm just going to go what I got on this here.
Commander Green on the other end here, probably one of the coolest troopers I've ever seen. Looks like a badass figure. And then Horde says, what's the opposite of FOMO, the Artisan Luke? And Dranger says, I am highly disappointed in that mall. That is, it's not even really accurate to the show. And it's all parts that we've gotten from other figures. That's like a true Hot Toys kit bash right there, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Nomo.
There you go.
Are you getting Gree?
Am I getting Gree? Yes. 100% getting Gree.
Nice. You're not getting them all right?
No, I like my Kit Bash Mall way better.
Sure. Let's see. We had
good old Blade.
Good old, yeah. You hit it on the head. Good old Blade. Blogger photos there. So he released pretty recently, and then we had Qui-Gon being announced. More weird Star Wars stuff here.
It sold pretty fast. I was surprised.
I was gonna ask.
It didn't linger. It sold pretty quickly.
You want to highlight Blade at all, or?
I mean, I've already mentioned Blade in the past, but basically, yeah, man, this is again.
It'll be a forgotten figure, I think.
Well, it'll be forgotten once they announce like a Blade 1 figure or a Blade 2 or something like that, and then this will be, cast aside and be on every BST group demand once that day comes. But I mean, for what it is right now, it's a good substitution. I've seen a lot of people put the leather jacket on them, and I got to say, it does improve that figure quite a lot. But yes, I mean, I'm still holding out for the best Blade. Blade 2. I want Blade 2. Blade 2 was peak Blade. So
this isn't like end of trilogy Blade. This is like 25 years have passed Blade.
Yeah.
It's just same with that Indiana Jones, grandfather Indiana Jones.
Right. That's a good comparison there. Old Indy. Like, you want to support it because you love the character and you love the actor and stuff like that, but it's just like,
can't do it.
I want you. I want a character of you in your prime, man.
Yeah. SG says, did y'all pre-order RoboCop and Kane? I did pre-order RoboCop. I've held out on Kane, and I don't think DLO needs that RoboCop.
Yeah, I'm indecisive, man. Because I mean, my RoboCop 3 really grew on me. I was kind of like, I got the fake RoboCop because it's technically like not the right actor and it's from the worst movie and stuff like that. But now it's just like it's in my collection. It does have a badass jetpack and a cool machine gun hand. Now I just kind of pretend it's like from the original good movies.
Really is. I mean, it really is that figure. So,
but the only thing is, I do want an Alex Murphy head sculpt though. That's my only thing. Like, I would love to display it like that. So, like,
a lot of people are gonna buy 2 of those figures.
2 displays from RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
Is there really like a demand like that for people buying 2 for that?
Wouldn't you think though? Like for people like you that want to have Murphy, you can have almost that RoboCop 1 look and then RoboCop 2 look. I mean, you have battle damage, you have the head sculpt, you have clean. You got a bunch of different ways to display that figure. But
in a way, I kind of like, again, kind of going back to this kind of like rule that we're creating for Hot Toys, because Hot Toys is showing us their hand. Like, I don't know if there's like a not desirable RoboCop. I guess you can technically say RoboCop 3, but it did well. RoboCop 2 is coming out there now. I mean, what's to say that they won't do RoboCop 1 again?
They will.
And you get that look. I would rather, if I'm gonna get multiple RoboCops, like, I would rather not get a double. I'd wait for them to make part 1 again.
So. Yeah.
Then have all 3. That'd be cool.
I don't know. Kane, I was excited when that thing was announced, but I don't know how realistic it is for my collection, I guess.
Well, I mean,
it didn't take up a lot of real estate. It's expensive.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like Kane is cool. I would love to have Kane in the collection if room was not an issue there. But I would also say, if I had a focus where like I was getting everything RoboCop, and let's say I get Kane and one day they reissue Ed 209.
I'd rather have Ed.
That would be tough. But I would want both of them. I would love to have like them both in the back with my RoboCops in the front. I think that'd be sick.
He's gone. So
what's that?
I think once Kane's gone, he's gone.
Yeah, like, I don't see that one.
I don't know if he's going to linger. I don't think this is going to be like a high batch.
I don't feel it either. So, yeah,
it's tough because I'm kind of still back and forth, but
yeah, I almost feel guilty because it feels like I completely agree with you. I feel like that's not something that they're gonna make a whole bunch of. I can't foresee that many pre-orders going in for such a niche character like that. But then again,
I'd rather have Ed.
There's a flip side of this as well too. Let's say they don't, but like staying with RoboCam for a second here, there's a flip side to this here. Do you risk it and play retail, right? Hoping that you made the right call because it doesn't blow up in the aftermarket and it's skyrocketing in price and then you're really SOL. Or do you take the gamble and wait to see if people start selling it for less than retail? See, that's the thing, because it can go either way with that character.
Yeah.
There's no for sure that figure is gonna be desirable enough for people to keep after they get it. So just you gotta play the game sometimes, man. You gotta play the game sometimes. It's tough.
Kane, let's step outside.
But I will say this though, if an Ed 209 does get announced, I can see people going back to get Robo Kane though. I can see that happening.
Yeah. Dude, if Ed's back, I'm in.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Easily.
You think they make the bad guy from part 3? I don't know if I want that.
God, I honestly don't even remember the bad guy from part 3.
That face used to give me nightmares.
Who was it?
It was just some guy, like he was a human, but it was like a robot. You remember? He punched him in the face, and his face was like all to like.
Oh, wasn't it the guy with the white hair?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen part 3
or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really typically make a habit of watching that one.
They lost me in the first 15 minutes with Murphy, so.
Yeah. And then at the end, he's like,
or with Lewis. I'm sorry, with Lewis.
Spins and yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys mention X-23? We're not excited for that, are we? Wasn't that last year? Because I didn't see it, unless we missed it. But I didn't see that one.
No, I mean, it was. I feel like that was last year.
I think it was.
Like, I think people got a stateside this year, so maybe that's probably what it was.
She was December of last year.
Yeah, which, there you go.
Okay. We got Six Scale Mafia in the house. What's going on, my friend? He says it's all about Count Chocula Anakin.
Count Chocula. That's funny.
Oh, man, that's good. Surprised the new Thrawn is already low stock on Sideshow, maybe because of slow pre-orders. Artisan Jake Skywalker is still available. LOL, I love that. All right, I don't want to speed it up too much here, but I want to kind of get through this too. So
sure.
Rain looks great.
Yep.
I got some problems with Red Hulk. Again, I think that's going to be forgotten.
Yep.
Just the movie didn't do well. I think this is the superior Sassy Tin with the armor. I think that looks cool. And then, like we talked about, you get Sabine Wren from Rebels. Ezra Bridger, I know a lot of people are wanting that figure.
Yeah, want that one.
Yeah, I mean, kind of screwed up the head sculpt to me. He looks old.
Yeah.
Would you display him like this?
No.
So you just ride it out with that head sculpt?
Flaws and all. I don't care.
At least you got him.
I got him. That's all that matters to me right now at this point.
Maybe he'll take some of the pressure off your Chewbacca.
Yeah. Well, his head sculpt is like 10 years too old. I think he's like 17 at the end of the show or something like that. So, yeah, just going to deal with it.
AT-AT driver. Good stand-in again for Empire Strikes Back. So I have this one. I would say the Snow Trooper is a better stand-in like for Empire Strikes Back. But this is still a good one too. There's just a little bit more nuances or differences for this one. Rada the Hutt. I don't know, man. This feels boring to me. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but like, it doesn't really come with much. He's kind of just like a blob, plastic chunk of plastic. Like, I don't know.
You wouldn't put him next to your Jabba? You wouldn't do that?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? You should.
No.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know, man. Like, what do you think about Rada here?
I mean, listen, I think Rada was pretty good in the movie without spoiling for anybody here.
Well, then people will just love on this thing then, I'm sure.
Yeah. Although it's funny because the actor who voices Rada is like the guy from The Bear. I know you probably didn't watch that show, but like now that I know whose voice that is, like I can't unhear it every time I hear Rada talk. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of that show. So like it's kind of funny kind of seeing him as this kind of hut instead.
Sure.
Essentially. So, but I will give you one little spoiler here. It's not a true spoiler, but the Anzellans are the MVP of that movie. I thought they were fantastic. They were very funny. Those guys had me cracking.
I've actually heard that people really like them.
Anzellans were really, really good. I'd buy one of those and put those like on my desk. One of those bad boys, life size ones.
Life size, yeah. Okay.
Wait for a little deal.
Little deal for DLO.
A little deal for DLO.
Do you guys think Red Hulk will sell out when the new Hulk comes out? I mean, yeah, because eventually it's got to sell out, but I don't think because of a new Hulk it would. I don't know. I don't feel like people would buy Red Hulk just because a new Hulk's coming out. Do you?
I can't see the connection like you as well too. But then again, just pure Hulk fan. Like, yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have a Red Hulk to go with your regular Hulk there, but I don't think it's gonna sell out because of that.
Sure, I agree. Spoiler, no spoiler. I don't like my hut speaking English.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, this is an amazing announcement for prequel fans, for Star Wars fans. I mean, long overdue. Looks great. Definitely, with like what Adam said, this is definitely going to be one of the best announcements of 2026. Another head scratcher for me was the Spider-Man.
Very sold out very quickly.
Very unnecessary to me, but I also have the other version. So like, this was selling for at a good price. I mean, not a good price, a high price. So maybe people that missed out on that first one, this was just their chance to get something, and it's numbered. So
right,
it was kind of a win-win. You got we also have battle droids with the staff, but it's odd though because you can't get it separate. So that's kind of like a little bit of a downside to that announcement, that you can't get the battle droid by itself.
Yeah, I mean it's a interesting choice to say the least there, but for the price of what they're offering it for, I'm not insulted by it either.
Sure.
Like, if you don't want to use it for your droid, you can just keep it in the box. I know it sounds sacrilege, but you can always do that. Or if you have the space to display it, droid on with one of your other robots, and then maybe have a Jedi on top. I mean, you can be creative with it. I mean, you're basically getting a free vehicle with the figure, in my opinion. So
true.
Better have it than wish you did.
Yeah,
that's what I'll say.
You got Jeff. Can't leave Jeff out.
My name is Jeff. Yes.
Supergirl did turn out really good. At least obviously the announcement. I think this looks really, really good. I think if the movie hits, people will love this figure. But if it doesn't, I don't know. Lobo looks really good too. So yeah, if the movie's good, you're getting really solid figures from that. And then we've talked He-Man and Skeletor. We talked about that last week. Man, if this movie is on, this could be an expensive duo here. But I'm 50-50 on this one.
I'm all in, dude. I'm all in on these figures. I don't give a crap about how good the movie is or not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really want a good movie. And I want it to do well. But like, even if it doesn't, man, I need these figures. Absolutely.
So that's it. That's it for 2026. Like, to me, now I'm trying to think like figure of the year so far, favorite release. It definitely is a little blah for me. Announcements pretty good. I do think Queen Amidala is up there. If we're taking in-art into consideration, though, I do have to say Christopher Reeve Superman is probably my favorite announcement, followed closely by BVS Batman, and then Queen Amidala after that. Let's just start with announcements, because I kind of have that sorted out in my head. I just told you. What are your favorite announcements or top announcements so far? Maybe if you just want to give your top one or top two, top three.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, the more recent offerings have really got me more. So I would have to agree with Queen Amidala. I think that one is just like, from a necessity to my collection perspective,
Yeah.
Like, I have to have this. I absolutely have to have this here. And I'm so thrilled that they're making it here. So that's probably my highest on my anticipation part of my choices here. From a sentimental part of it, there again, the He-Man line is really exciting for me. So, you know, I was talking about, you know, nostalgia and all that stuff like that. This is not necessarily my 80s He-Man, but it is He-Man nonetheless. And especially that Skeletor is selling the hell out of me and why I need this. So
cool.
like, yeah, that's coming home 100%. But I would say like the first quarter and a half of announcements, not much really game to me. I mean, if you want to get technical and throw Indie in there, like that would probably be my only one in that batch there. But like a lot of stuff announcements wise, like they've kind of come and gone, and I'm not excited about them like I was. Like the Predator line, not excited as much as I was before. I am excited to get a Thor, but like, you know, it's just I already have a Thor.
It's
you know,
not
so I mean, it wasn't something I was
like Masters of the Universe.
I was asking for. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, we really need this, guys. There's nothing like that except maybe I would say Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala is probably the only one that I would say like from all my stuff in my collection is like, man, I really want one of these. And they finally did it. So that's probably the top one for me as far as announcements are concerned.
I concur.
Well, you did. You already said you want that one. So yeah, I concur with you.
Okay, now you already had this in your head. So what's your figure of the year so far? If today was the end of the year and this is all we're getting for the year, what's your figure of the year or / favorite release? I mean, it really should be the same anyway. So
yeah. I mean, it should be released. I gotta tell you, it's not even a hot toy. It's not even a hot toy. That Barbossa is so money. And I'm so surprised. Like, and I'm just baffled. Like, how is this not a hot toy? How is this not made by NRRJ? I don't understand. Like, the third party tag is absolutely as loose as you can possibly make it on this here, because you would have fooled me that this was not made by one of the big three. Yeah, it's that damn good.
It looks great.
It's so damn good.
What's the company that made it?
Oh my god, something with an E. I can't even pronounce it.
We don't even know the company's name. Like,
yeah,
amazing figure. Like,
Moose and I chatted about it briefly, or not chatted, more like Moose was correcting me like he always does, and was telling me that it was like a company who's got a license before, but I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But yeah, dude, money, absolute money.
You know, speaking of third party, because you're saying Barbossa, you know, Willy Wonka released this year too after 3 years of pre-ordering this.
And I'm happy for you, but you might want to pipe down over there.
I'm trying to look at my collection because I feel like outside of Captain America, there were some things that I really liked, but I'm looking and I can't find anything that came out this year. I mean, there's things I bought this year, but I'm trying to find something that came out this year. Because I think I gotta go with Captain America. It's such a good upgrade. You know, really good innovation with the base, with like the hands holding the shield and how the shield clips on, and just the best looking portrait that we've gotten to date. I think that's just the one I gotta go with. That's my favorite, so it would be my figure of the year at this point. But I'm hoping quarter two.
Would you like me to pull out my Barbossa real quick? Because I don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me show you guys. Let me see.
I'm hoping quarter 3 and quarter 4 though, like, are really exciting, because I do feel like it's been a little slow this year, and I think some of you out there felt the same way. So, you know, I'm sure quarter 3 we're gonna get some fire and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's been a little slow with releases. It's been a lot of, like, we've got some instant releases, sure, but like there are a lot of like filler figures that I just don't think deserve figure of the year. You know, I was thinking too, like, I think the Snow Trooper Commander came out in December, so that wouldn't count. AT-AT Driver is exciting, but
here we go.
Here, let me
dude, this is that's money, cool, bro.
I love the apple too, just holding the apple, the bit,
not me.
bit apple.
Oh.
Not him. focus on Barbosa. There he is. Look at that.
I mean,
Look at,
that is,
especially with pirates too. Like all the detail that goes into the outfits is amazing. But that head sculpt is money.
like when I saw it, I was like, this is how? This is impossible. This is,
And it's rooted.
yeah.
So, like, who does that?
I don't know, dude. This is so worth it. So worth. And then like when you put them next to Jack, I got the artisan one.
Yep.
It's like, wow. Like normally, like there's like this feeling like, oh, yeah, I'm glad to have something in my collection to represent whatever, blah 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 blah. But this is like, this can go toe to toe with that Jack. You can go back and forth and debate if this might possibly even be better than Jack himself.
It might.
It's just.
SG wants to know what website did you get them from?
I got them from SSR Toys. It was like the last place that still had them.
I was gonna say I'm sure he's long sold out by now.
No, I think Kit still has them. I could be wrong, but like, there's like they're doing batches of it now, so it's not like it's gonna be a limited figure. I think you can pretty much all pick one up if you're interested in it here. But like, look at that. That is just so darn like, and it. By the way, rolling eyes. By the way, too. Like they went all out.
Yeah.
Rooted hair, rolling eyes on this bad boy. Material choice is questionable. I'm not sure if it looked this shiny in the movie, but whatever.
Right.
Not that big of a die-cast sword as well. Like this comes with more, far more accessories than my artisan Jack did.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, so I'm gonna put it down because my camera again.
Sure.
And I just realized I have been talking with no mic in front of me. You didn't even correct me once.
We could still hear you though.
You can still hear me? Okay. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, dude, I'm not a third party guy. And this thing has made me a believer. It's just flipping awesome.
What's the figure's like name? Is it like a third party name or is it?
I would say like pirate captain. I don't know. I gotta look at the box. I just put it away actually today.
I'm just
It's
searching
in that closet over there.
I just searched pirate. Probably come up with a bunch of different shit. EKUAZ Studio. Pirate King.
Pirate King. There you go.
The deluxe version. Yeah, he still has. Oh wait. No, I think. Nope, he's out. Add to wish list. Yeah, both of them. Looks like he's out on. So yeah, nothing there.
Kit sold out now. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
that.
Kit sold out.
Yeah, it's.
So yeah, I mean, especially with everybody hyping this figure up, it's going to be pretty hard to, I think, get your hands on. So.
Well, it's nice for once that the hype is real because I've heard this kind of talk before, but like. Dude, I was like, when I saw the photo, I was like, there's no way it's gonna be that good when I get it. And man, it's even better. It's that good. So right now, my figure of the year contender is a third party figure.
Yeah.
What a year 2026 turned out to be.
That's gonna be a tough one to beat. Bolt says Dark Knight Rises Batman is my favorite this year. Technically it came out last year, but right?
Yeah.
Another
one that came out last year.
Yeah, I got mine this year. Like if we're talking figures that we got this year, but came out like late last year. Yeah, that would.
You're not wrong. I get what you mean by that. Yeah, but
that would definitely be one of mine too. Because that was exciting. For a long time, I wanted the Armory, so finally getting that is it's a great piece for any Dark Knight trilogy setup that you have. Alien Romulus was this year, the Xenomorph. So that and Cap at number 2 is pretty solid. Where's the monkey?
Next one, game 1, baby. Let's go. 3 away.
Wow.
3 away. Beat them on the road.
That's crazy.
Gosh.
I'm gonna have to watch the highlights when we're done.
Dude, when they get back to the garden, this place is gonna be unglued.
You should go.
Yeah, you've seen the tickets for those things?
What's his name? Garrett Wilson can't even afford it.
Dude, it's like $5,000 for nosebleeds.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, Kid has Christopher Reeve here. The standard is $70 to pre-order. Cutoff is June 2026. So probably gonna have to make a decision here. But yeah, so good stuff this year, but I think it could be better in quarter 3 and quarter 4, DLO, and I'm really hoping that things do get better because it's kind of a muddied. Like if we had to come out with like, I think we did a top 10 last year for top 10 figures. If we had to do a top 10 today, I mean, it would be. I mean, you'd have like my list would have like fucking TIE Fighter, AT-AT driver, like
Dude, that'd be no. With all due respect, like that would be a weak list, though.
yeah.
That would be a really weak list this year.
And I honestly, like, as good as Captain America is, which not to take anything away from him and that figure, I feel like that as my number 1 feels a little weak.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, I feel mixed about declaring a third party as my number 1 figure of the year so far.
But it's got that power of blowing you away. Like Captain America, maybe because it's like an updated figure. So again, it's not about the character. It's more of like, we've kind of seen this before. It's really just like an update. A really good one too. But like this Barbossa is like, holy crap, I've never seen this before. This is
never seen the character before like this. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like
so it's definitely an exciting figure of the year candidate. And I don't feel like we have a lot of exciting candidates.
There was a lot of curiosity around this one. Like, can it really produce what you're seeing these first images here? Stuff like went underneath the radar, went away for a little bit, but then like it started surfacing. Some people started getting in hand and posting photos, like, and it took on a life of its own. Like to hear it's sold out right now doesn't surprise me.
And you could say the last year and a half have really been Hot Toys kind of 2.0ing and reissuing stuff. So maybe that takes a little of the shine off of some of these two for this year, because that's when they're all kind of releasing. So
they're turning to 1/6 Hasbro is what they're doing. Like that's the thing. Like they're taking those tactics from other scales that people absolutely can't stand, and now you're applying it to $300 figures, which is, let me know how that's going for everybody right now. So
yeah,
it's a slippery slope. I mean, there's not a lot of content. Certain things are not doing as well as they would probably hope. They're cutting corners with some QC stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now to where it's very clear and obvious in 2026, as much as it pains me to admit this, is Hot Toys is just not what they once were.
No, they've changed. Yeah. They've changed on what their goal is, and they want to be more mainstream, and they want to push as many figures out, which previously was, we just want to have the most accurate figures, and if we only push out 40 figures a year, then so be it. But now it's like, how can we make more money?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much it. I mean,
and save money.
And it's clear and obvious. I mean, we kind of joked around about their tactics. Like, hey, they're going to make the one that you don't want, but they know you really want this character. You want that representation. You're going to buy it, and then they're going to come out and get the one that you actually really wanted. And now you're stuck with both. I mean, so there's things that are just like becoming very painfully obvious with some of it. No, I'm not here to like,
poo-poo.
Yeah, poo-poo on Hot Toys. I mean, for everyone I'm talking about right now, there's a Queen Amidala announcement out there. There's some really good stuff out there, but it's becoming fewer and far in between, quality-wise, or at least quality and excitement-wise about their announcements.
It's like a 6th season of a TV show where you're just getting a lot more filler now than you kind of did prior.
Yeah,
it's kind of gone on a long time, and now you're kind of losing your way, and you're getting a lot more filler episodes, and maybe every once in a while you get a banger, but then it's like, damn, okay, not much happened here. So I don't know. Big Rib says my best figures I got this year: Battle Damage Vader, General Grievous, Savage, Scourge, T800 clean, Battle Damaged, and Battle Damage because I didn't have the 2.0.
Great stuff. Great list.
Yeah, and some of it just does depend on what you collect. For some, this might be a fire list, and that's perfectly fine too. Oh god. Prediction: Factory Entertainment releases before the end of the year will surprise everyone and be in the running for figure of the year.
That would be something. Well,
that would be awesome.
If I remember from that live stream they did with Anthony, they're supposed to be showing those figures in person at San Diego Comic-Con. So
they're going to need to knock that out of the park.
That's going to be interesting. I think Jazz is going to be there. Jazz Inc. is going to be there too with their stuff. Yeah. So that's right around the corner. So exciting times.
Yeah.
It's an open race this year, guys. Like I feel like Hot Toys with what they've been doing this year and compared to what other companies are announcing, if they get any of that stuff out this year, I'm also thinking about like Wonder Woman, Catwoman. Like you said, I feel like those have a realistic shot of coming out this year. I mean, the competition is going to get stiffer by the end of the year when we start talking about the second half of this year. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of figures that are going to be definitely worthy of being figure of the year. There can only be one.
That's right. Last year was pretty unanimous with Wolverine, so we'll see what this year kind of brings. It was like Wolverine and Black Widow were kind of top two for the most part.
Grievous was up there as well too. There was some really great figures fighting for that top spot, but yeah, it's gonna be it's an open race this year. This is probably the most open it's been since I've been doing this. So
we're only halfway through, so maybe we got some surprises coming up, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see.
Yeah, hold on to your purses, boys and girls. It's gonna get expensive the second half. Mark my words.
Yeah, it always does. It always hits you over the head.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hey, we ran pretty long today, but we had some really good discussions. So, we'll be back again next week. Yeah, next week at 9:00 Eastern. So new time. So just make a note of that, everybody. And here comes OT. Yeah, we'll see. But outside of that, DLO, is there anything on the channel that you want to plug or anything you want to bring up here kind of before we kind of head out?
Nothing specifically. I think I have a couple things that I'm going to be working on. Just got to find a time. Things have picked up for me. Schedule has changed, hence the time change, which thank you to Jedi for being open-minded about the switch, because it makes it earlier for me on the East Coast, but also makes it earlier on Central Time. So it's a little challenging, but I appreciate him doing that. Hope you guys like it too. Hope you guys like an extra 30 minutes of Graham and myself here. I mean, we took that extra time. We basically gave you another 30 minutes of show for it there. So, but no, as far as on the channel, I'm going to get some stuff going. I'll be off on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to think about what I want to put out and start filming it this week coming up and see what comes out of the lab.
There you go. So the lab. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, and as you guys know, I mentioned the Gamorrean Guard video is coming out tomorrow. Channel members can watch that right now. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know you watched. Let me know what you're thinking about that figure. And I'm curious to know if anybody still now would buy that figure or if everybody's just waiting. So let me know. I would say next week would be my vlog video of moving, but I'm getting that Chewbacca head sculpt. So I'm excited to really compare that, get it on the figure, see what we can do with that. So probably going to be coming first, and then we'll probably do the vlog one, and then hopefully Batmobile after that, and then maybe the tour, the full tour after that. So lots of good stuff coming up on the channel, which is always a good motivator to keep going. So but yeah, we'll be back next week, 9:00 Eastern. And I hope you all have a great rest of the week and start enjoying that summer weather. DLO, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And too sweet to you, my friend. And too sweet to everybody out there.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Too sweet, too sweet.
Goodbye. Bye.